1. So it's going to be hard for RCG to actually stand up to Nova Esports. But I don't know. Seems like RCG's been practicing a lot. I see it in their strategies in our first day of the match. So I feel like, there might be some, chances for RCG to defeat Nova. But Nova, it's another monster to take down. They already defeated Impunity on the first day. So, wow, like, I just can't wait to see what is going to happen in this matchup between two powerful teams going towards each other. So, yeah, let's see the competitions. Nova definitely, for me, has the upper hand in this. They have the players, they have the coordination and teamwork to win this match. But on the other hand, RCG, they be practicing a lot. They be using different kind of hero pools. And I know their 10x, their jungler is switching up their play styles to more of a tankier, front line instead of an assassin. And I feel like RCG is doing really well so far with that strategy. So I'm pretty sure, they're going to do a good job regardless if they fight against Nova, if they fight against different kind of teams. But Nova, on the other hand, definitely it is a force to be reckoned with. The previous champion against the runner-up of Season 1, RCG, and their, marksman, Sadness. I'm really looking forward to his playing style as well, and he is a new player into this lineup of RCG. Also, Uching, their top laner, just something special about this person. I feel like he just got that special something in him. He just feel like he can do all the stuff by himself. He knows the timing. There's something special. I feel like I'm really looking forward to his performance and how can he initiate on the back row. So yeah, you better watch out for that player. So definitely we're gonna see that match today, Nova against RCG. I'm super excited. I'm not sure about you guys, and I'm pretty sure the audience is excited no matter where you are, on your tablets, on your phones. And yeah, definitely everybody is tuned in to this match. A lot of expectation is gonna be riding on both teams, Nova Esports versus RCG. And I want to see some, new composition, added into the mix. Obviously, the map on the mid rows is a little bit bigger, so the old school playing style might not work in this patch. Obviously, as you can see yesterday, when Nova fought against Impunity, Guiguzi wasn't able to, do all those initiation on Nova. So, you gotta change up your game. You gotta adapt to different patches. Obviously, this patch is gonna be more, crucial on the mid row. The mid tower is gonna be really crucial. The map gotten so much bigger. I feel like the mid is like a huge battleground for both of these teams to compete. So, don't focus too much on the mid row. Make sure you can go different strategy. You can go to the side rows, you can go into the jungles, but just don't stay in the mid lane for too long. You want to make sure that you are really, really adaptive. You can change your styles midway, but that midway battle is going to be really crucial. So make sure to get those mid lane priority heroes, as we can know that Shamanshi is one of those top mid laners for this season. So a lot of the teams are choosing that hero first or banning it out. And also Zhao Huaizhen and Mayane are also a great choice for jungler and for top. And not to mention the new hero, Alien, also is a heavy contender in this match. And I think a lot of the teams are using that new hero and kind of adding it to the new composition they're having. So yeah, a lot of expectations here. So yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna see that if RCG can contest to Nova and how Nova is gonna handle RCG, because RCG defeated them in the past, and I feel like RCG is getting much better. Every time they lose a game, they actually learn from the mistakes. So I'm really looking forward to how RCG can adapt their playing style against Nova, the previous champion. So as you can see here, we already got the meta heroes getting banned out Shun Bing getting banned out, and Zhao Huaijun, one of the top middle heroes of this season, already getting taken out. And it seems like 2 support already getting banned out. It's going to be Taijun and Shun Bing. And wow, I feel like they still have a lot of top laners left. You know, we got Xiahou Dun, we got Byron, we got Mayene. So there's still a lot of choices for Nova. And obviously, Dan Chao is going to get banned out. And we all know what that combo can do. Dan Chao and Fuji, one of the most devastating combos I know so far, you know, in the previous competition. Obviously, it's going to be a other strategy as well. And what do you know? They're gonna pick Shamanshi, one of the top meta picks for the mid. Obviously, Nova, you know, try to make this game really steady. Try to pick some safe choices, such as Shamanshi, and maybe, you know, pick up some lane clearing ability heroes for Nova Esports. But with the reply here, RCG also playing it really safe. You know, they have 2 heavy frontliners. We got Zhang Fei and Xiahou Dun already getting out on the table. But over here on Nova, they got a cool support here. And Mayene is going to be out on the table as well. One of the top laners for Nova Esports. And one that can take down you at level 2. And Mayene is such a powerful hero at such an early stage. So yeah, RCG better watch that. And also, you know, their support, you know, Lu Ban, he's gonna probably, you know, support like a their marksman. Obviously, maybe RCG want to ban out Huanzhong. Maybe Huanzhong is gonna be, you know, team up with Lu Ban for this match. So, or maybe Nova is thinking that if I pick Lu Ban, maybe you're gonna use one of the ban picks to ban out Huanzhong or ban out, you know, Lu Ban number 7. Obviously, it's gonna be maybe it's a trick by Nova, you know, picking that Lu Ban, you know, forcing them to have a ban pick position to get Lu Ban number 7 out of the pictures. But who knows? We still have Huanzhong. We still have different kind of shooters that can really, you know, pair up with Lu Ban. So don't you worry. So those ban picks, it's gonna ban out Lu Ban number 7 and Huanzhong. Maybe that's a trick that Nova used. You know, I know that I'ma put out the Lu Ban, but so those ban picks is automatically gonna choose Lu Ban number 7 and Huanzhong. So, but Nova already knew that. Maybe they know what RCG is thinking. So Nova is just gonna pick another shooter, no matter what. So over here, RCG already banning out the 2 possible shooters that Lu Ban is gonna be paired up with. So let's see what Nova shooter is gonna be and what RCG gonna reply to fight Nova back. So far, so good. We need another mid to fight back against Nova's Shamanshi. And yeah, Zhao Jing is a great choice. The AoEs, the zoning of the AoEs and the lane clearing abilities definitely is going to be going par with Shamanshi. So, you know, mid lane, don't you worry, RCG, you know, they got that cover. So mid lane, I feel like, you know, it's a 50-50 here. And right here, Nova, they still have a lot of choices. You know, they got Garo, they got KAW, but I feel like a Garo is going to be a safer choice. It's be one of those late game super archer. So it's going to do a lot of damages towards the late game. So Nova here, you know, is doing it really steady. You know, they want a slow and steady game. They also can end the game early if everything goes well. They got Mayene, you know, those punches, those heavyweight heroes in the early games. Things are looking really good for Nova. But over here, RCG also has a, you know, pretty stable composition. You got the 2 frontliners. You got the damage coming from Bunshun Li. You got the AoEs and the CCs coming out from Zhao Jing. So both teams are looking really, really good. You know, the question is, how would they go towards each other during the laning phase? And great choice by RCG. Charlotte is a great choice against, Mayane on the top lanes, because Charlotte, her passive is gonna have that damage reduction, which is gonna block some of the damages from Mayane's abilities. So yeah, both teams are looking really good right now. I'm not sure, which team is gonna, win the front game, win the game in the early phase, but in the mid phase, I feel like RCG is gonna have the upper hand because they got Gunshan Lee in the mid games, but late game, I gotta say that Moonchi's, once that damage start going on online, it's gonna be game over, early for RCG. But if they find a way to go into the back rows, cut Garo down, then it shouldn't be a problem. But the two frontliners obviously are there to protect Gunshan Lee, and Zhao Jun's ability also protect Gunshan Lee as well. So it's up to Uching and Sadness to do some damage. They gotta do some damage to Nova Esports, or that was Nova Esports. It's just gonna eat you up like a cake, and obviously RCG do not want that to happen. So what's it gonna be? Two top contenders against each other. And yeah, this is the Group A battle, guys. This is the big boys battle. And right here, Nova against RCG. And wow, we're gonna have a spectacular showdown. And those players are ready and set. And I feel like it's gonna be an intense battle on the top lane. You got Shen, the FMVP from last season's championship. So, and Uching, the new player, which, he really amazes me a lot. So yeah, I love to see what can they do in the actual game against each other. Obviously, both teams know each other and they know their playing styles. So it's all about that, psychology. How you gonna read each other's movements, read their compositions, read their abilities, and knowing their CD times. All that small details really count. So yeah, let's jump into it. Nova against RCG. Nova Esports on the left, on the blue side, versus RCG on the red, on the right. So yeah, those battles is gonna be intense. Off the bat, I feel like, Nova's over here. Maybe try to get a first blood, maybe not. Both sides being super cautious. So here it is. Nova try to invade to that jungle camp early, try to clear it up. But look at Xiaoho here. Xiaoho is like kind of, roaming, try to get the positioning of their jungler. And actually the jungler here is actually Limpo. It's a tanky jungler by Nova. So this is really interesting here. I thought they would pick a dedicated jungler, like assassin jungle, more of a proper jungle, but they actually went with a tankier jungler, which I do like, which also, serve as a backliner, because they don't have a tank. Nova only have Shamanshi, Luban, and that doesn't really count as a tank. So definitely, Limpo is gonna be there to soak up some damage in the front lines, as RCG has so many tanks. So having a tank there really helps Munchi to have a safe environment to do those damages. And as you know already, everybody just playing so cautious. Look at that, like, at 1 minute 30 seconds, that's what the minions intersect. We might see a gank happening from both sides, but both sides are very, very cautious. They do not want to do anything reckless. And Xiaoho is getting caught right here by 3 people, but he's gonna use that ultimate to escape over the walls. And so far so good. 2 minutes mark, nothing big is happening. Make sure those rotations are coming in for Nova, and I know that Nova is gonna have a little bit of faster rotation than RCG. So you're gonna see that Shamanshi going down there and helping out that farms lane. And obviously those tusk boars are those jungle camps. Make sure to clear them out. Every creeps counts, and those monsters can build up your goals really fast. And every monster, it's just a little bit go in your inventory so you can get those items earlier. All right, over here we got the CD boots coming out for
有
Limpo.
一点点，有听到的对吧？哎，听
Seems
得到。
like Nova try to make something happen, but not yet. So far, it's a really peaceful farm, you know. But over here, we have Zhao Jun hiding in the grass, trying to make an initiation here. Here goes the first blood already drawn. RCG getting the jump on Nova. And wow, forcing out, you know, Yuhan's ultimate and getting the kill. And Zhao Jun was there, you know, Zhao Jun was waiting in the bushes, waiting for an ambush. And that Nova, you know, you better watch out for that. RCG been practicing a lot. And the rotations is really nice here. Sadness try to go in, try to do some damage on Munchi. Munchi is gonna back off. The AoE is gonna scratch him a lot. And he has to go back home. He's below 50 HP. And definitely RCG is playing it really smoothly. You know, you have the Zhao Jun going to places, support. But Nova here, I feel like they can do the same thing here. But Shamanshi wasn't there at the time, so yeah. AoE wise, both teams got some really devastating move here. Oh, over here, Sadness still working his way on Munchi. And the rest of the team is gonna rotate bottom. The Tyrant is gonna spawn. So Nova obviously got the first dibs on that. And feel like they're gonna get the first Tyrant. Tyrant is gonna be good. So over here, those teams are going toe to toe. Seems like there is gonna be a replay right here. A little bit of rush, you know, Ruban jumped in without realizing there was like another mage hiding in the bushes. So yeah, obviously you want to check out those bushes before you attempt to make a move and not to go in too deep here. Here's the ultimate from Janfei. Janfei try to make a move. Oh, Sadness try to go in, but his HP is way too low. He is in no condition to fight. They better back off right now. And the most important things for the farming lane, you know, for your marksman, you have to farm. You have to farm and make sure the most important thing is not to die. And the second most important thing is to farm, obviously. And midway, definitely you want to farm up to get those damages. If you die too much in the early games, you're not going to have the, you know, capacity for that late game damage. Obviously, you don't have enough go, you don't have enough kill, then you're going to be a little bit falling behind, then those stacks up, and you have no damage in the late game. And yeah, definitely you do not want to be in those situations. RCG over here, losing their bottom tower already pretty fast. So, you know, Nova is here working their operation. Maybe try to, you know, slowly grind their way into RCG's territory. Here comes the mid lane battle. The Vanguards is going to belong to RCG. But, you know, Nova over here, they got the Tyrant. So far so good. You know, Nova just want to really be really safe. And having that Munchi damage in the late game is going to help tremendously. So I'm hoping RCG can be more proactive and actually end the game earlier. That would be a little bit useful if they can, you know, end the game earlier. Obviously, Nova do not want that to happen. They want to keep on pushing and work their operation. Charlotte going in. There's some mid lane skirmish. They just want to clear up the minions and rotate to top. And you can see this pattern right here, you know, bottom tower gone. Now they're moving to the top tower right here. Mayene flash in, 1-2 ability. It's gonna kick in the face. Fushionly goes down. Mayene in trouble here. Second ability is not gonna get out, and he's gonna go down for sure. Sadness go down already. Yuhan goes down already. Here's the AoE freeze from Zhao Jun, but it's not gonna be enough. That is gonna be a 3-for-1 trade for Nova, and Nova doing that really, really nicely. And wow, RCG is falling into Nova's trap. You know, RCG losing that bottom tower. They do not want to be too rushed into that battle. You know, make sure you have some creeps. Maybe you can just gank or have a sneaky attack from the back. but fighting Nova in the open is gonna be really devastating as they have a lot of AoEs like Luban using the ultimate. You got Shamunshi with the kitty bombs, and obviously you have the jungler, the tanky jungler, Limpo with those ultimate knockups. So obviously RCG is falling behind a little bit, but I'm not too worried. RCG is so resilient, and I'm pretty sure they will find a way to fight back. But look at here, in the jungle right here, AoE damage from Shamunshi. Xiaoho doing can't take the damage, and he goes down 10x, soaking up all that damage. But that was a 4v2 situation. Obviously Nova has the number advantage over here, so definitely the advantage is going to belong to Nova Esports. RCG maybe try to take this Tyrant. It might be a little bit risky here because, you know, Nova is around the corners and they want to steal this Tyrant, and it's going to be a success. They have reclaimed a crucial kill, and that Tyrant is going to be in the hands of Nova Esports, and that's going to be extra damage, extra buff. And look at that arrow just piercing away. Look at that knockup. And also over here, Nova, they don't want to be too rushed here. You know, they are doing really, really good. So there's no point rushing this game. Slow and steady wins the game. And RCG, definitely, they need to bounce back from this. They don't want to be too reactive. They want to be in a proactive route, you know, going for those objectives. And what I like the way they did that, you know, going for the objective, but they were in the wrong spot at the wrong time. And yeah, you know, air just went in, and having that smite ability just, you know, get that dragon in time for their team. Nova still got their eyes on the mid lane. And you can see that pattern here, you know, bottom tower, top tower, mid tower. And this pattern is going to be, you know, really, really, really crucial. And following this pattern, you can take down the tower in those orders, and it's going to be really efficient. You know, after those towers are taken down, you can move in to get those resources. And RCG here, I like this. They're really being really proactive. They know that 10 minutes mark is where the Overlord is going to spawn, and they went for it right away. But over here, same thing. Nova Esports, they're going to trade Dragon. Dark Tyrant is going to belong to them. So Dark Tyrant is going to increase your damage on the whole team. And it could be really devastating here. And also, Nova Esports, I feel like they got the control of the mid lane a little bit, you know. But nobody is there, and he has to back off. You know, you got to wait for your marksman here. Munchi, try to find a good position. And Munchi, I feel like he has a lot of protection here. You got air. Oh, almost getting that ultimate on multiple member of RCG. Luban jumping in, but it was a miss. But no worries, Nova still not losing any members yet. But over here, the condition of RCG's members, they're pretty low. And look at that Xiaoho going in, taking out all that damage. And they might be going back again. And Yan getting caught in the process. This might be a fight back for RCG. RCG, John Fei going in too deep, getting taken out. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Look at here, 10x. Still trying to make a move, but he's so low right now. Why doesn't he go back? You want to push it a little bit further, but Mayane is on the way top. And I feel like it's a little bit too late. Can Mayane make it there in time? And he tried to check the grasses. Oh, and he got back safely. 10x. That was a close one. Wow, almost had a heart attack there. But both teams are looking really, really good. Both mid lanes are still there. You know, the towers are still there. Mayane getting close. Trying to make something move happen. Look at that flash, 1-2 ability, maybe is not gonna be enough. The 1v1 showdown between Sadness and Shen. Sadness comes up on top, and wow, Sadness really impressed me with that 1v1 ability. And this means RCG gonna have the numbers advantage. They're gonna move in on that jungle camp, but obviously Nova Air is gonna get that blue, and they're gonna jump in with that knockup ability. Can it be enough? The follow-up damage is not gonna be there, but 10X in the front, taking that damage. He's gonna go down for the team. Nova still being, passive aggressive, not to go too deep. Try to keep his distance. Make sure that Garo, is in check. You want to make sure that distance between Garo and Nimpoa is perfect. So, once Nimpoa knock up on those damages, your damage is going to follow up. If you're too far away from your marksman is not going to be there, and those damage is not going to count. So, make sure have all damage allocated to the right person. And seems like, we're back to a peaceful mid game. Still, Nova is still want that mid game tower. Obviously, this patch, the mid tower is going to be harder to take down as the map got bigger in the mid. And yeah, RCG over here still trying to make something happen. Here's another skirmish. Air, try to do something. But they want to peel back for now as RCG's power in the mid game is obviously more powerful than Nova, and they better watch it. Nova do not want to rush this. If RCG wants to end a game right now, they can do it. And I feel like RCG, if they want to end the game, they need to do it right now before Munchi gets too powerful. And RCG, they got the capability right now. All their, heroes got their items. They're the strongest. That's their strongest period. 10X got the tankiest item, and Uching got the, all the damage that he needed. Pure Sky, damage reduction. So they got the power to do some major damage. RCG just gotta play this smart, But clock is ticking, I would give them like 5 minutes to end the game. If not, I feel like Nova is gonna come back really strong. RCG over here trying to do a double dragon, but it might be a little bit greedy here, taking that double dragon. Obviously, once you take the first dragon, the second dragon, you're gonna deal half damage to it, so it's gonna be really difficult for them to do that damage. Meanwhile, some harass coming from Air, checking the bushes, and AoE damage coming from Shamonshi. 10X getting so low, but he got the HP recovery from the passive. Air still doing some damage, but look at here, look at the top lane. The dragons are moving in, so they have to have somebody to go back. This is a really good chance for RCG to take the second dragon. They got they got mans everywhere posted. You got RCD, Yuhan posted up in the bushes right here. Look at that Splendor coming from Heart, avoiding that damage. Beautiful Splendor coming out of Zhao Jun, and the battle just kept going. And look at here, they all want that Tyrant, that Dark Tyrant. Look at that Sadness going in. Beautiful play, forcing Munchi to go back. Sadness, no wonder he is the top MVP. Like, the move, the man went in, did some quick damage, and he got out as soon as possible. And he's still going really strong right here. Look at here. One of the members getting takedown already. Beyond the mid lane getting takedown. RCG have the ability to end the game. Sadness going in. 1-2 ability coming back from the umbrella. Mayene in trouble. Try to run away. But look at Uchi. Uchi still falling over the damage. He's in hot pursuit. Mayene goes down. 2 members goes down for Nova Esports. And RCG is just using them some momentum just to win every single battle. Little by little. 10X better go out soon. 10X is so tanky, but he mostly can tank Munchi's items right now. But Munchi is getting stronger by the second. RCG better end this game now, or they're gonna regret it later. Nova still have a chance to bounce back. I feel like Nova don't want to rush. They want to maybe take down one person at a time. But RCG right now, they're just so devastating. Like mid game, they got the power to do a lot of damage. And wow, once those combos connect, it's gonna be super crazy. And Sadness, also Sadness item, you know, it's coming up online. And we can see the replay here, you know. Look at that. Sadness going in. Just shooting multiple arrows at Shamoshi. Shamoshi just get ripped to shreds. An Overlord in the hands of RCG. This is a good chance for RCG to end the game. So let's see if they can make an ace happening in this next skirmish right here. Going in. Try to do some damage here. Nempor is gonna be backing it out. Not to do too much irrational decisions. You know, they want to be really smart, and one wrong move is gonna cost them the game. RCG got the power, they got the dragon, and they got the skills to end the game. If Nova, I feel like, you know, if they can turtle long enough for Munchi to get the damage, but that would be really risky. You know, they don't have to control the map, you know, they only can hide in their base. But that is another good method, you know. Try to farm up more. But I feel like all the items are almost completed for Munchi already, so it's all depending on the positioning. Dragons are incoming, feeling that RCG got the most control of the map. So if I was RCG right now, I would just not push too much and not using the minions to give them go, but I will push with the dragons, and this might be it here, you know. Top tower. This might be the final battle. Shanna's going in, lowering Shun's damage. And look at here, RCG still backing it off, playing it really safe. And look at that Sadness doing all the initiative. This is crazy. This player has all the right moves, and he knows what to engage and when to disengage. And he just almost take down Mayane in those split seconds. Wow, this Gunshan Lee is really scary right now. And with the positioning, with the movement ability of this Sadness player, yo, Nova, they better watch it. It's gonna be really hard to dodge those attacks from Sadness later on. And look at that ultimate Sun Chaser coming out of RCG. RCG almost getting this Tempest Dragon. No, Nova, you know, it's now or never. You have to go in. And this is gonna be it. They got the dragon. You getting the crucial kill once again. Nempor using that smite, able to get that Tempest Dragon. They're able to get 2 kills out of that. That's gonna be 2-for-1 trade for Nova. Nova, this is your chance to bounce back. Nova, this is your chance to end the game. But RCG, Sadness still alive. But Nova still have a lot of buff in their hands. So definitely Nova having that crucial kill on that dragon. This might turn the tables around for Nova Esports. Wow. 3 members down. There's another, you know, 15-20 seconds on the clock for them to come back. Nova is just gonna smash through Splinter coming out of the Zhao Jing, but it's not gonna be enough. Reincarnation Proctor, but the damage are incoming is too hot for them to handle. Look at this Munchi getting godlike damage. The Tempest Dragon is inside the base. What a pity not getting that Tempest Dragon in the end. Look at Munchi still doing that damage. Maybe RCG can save this for a little bit. Sadness is coming back. 2 members versus 4 members of Nova Esports. Tempest Dragon still incoming. Maybe this is not going to be enough. 2v4, they can't take the damage. But look at here, Sadness still managed to take down 1 member of the Nova Esports, but the damage is too staggering. It's not enough. Congratulations to Nova Esports for taking the first win. What an ultimate battle that was. Wow, that was like back-to-back. You know, I thought RCG was about to win, but Nova came back. Then RCG came back. Then Nova bounced back again. Wow, talk about a roller coaster ride. Obviously, I gotta give my respect to Nempor. Nempor, you know, stole the dragon twice. You know, one at the bottom, one at the top. And the top one was the most crucial one. He went in with ultimate knock up. The same time he used that smite at the very last second, and that took down the Tempest Dragon. The Tempest Dragon grants all of the users, the Thunder buff and the AoE damage around its targets. Also, it grants you a shield that lasts about, a pretty long time, I would say. Then you have the Tempest Dragons. Obviously, they're gonna have their sweat ability on the towers and the crystals. And once Nova got that dragon, it was game over for RCG. And RCG knew that once Nova get that dragon buff, it's pretty much game over for them. And they tried their best to defend the base, but in the end, Nova comes up on top. And big respect to Sadness as well. He did a really good job. He went in, he did the damage that he's supposed to do. He almost took down Shamonshi multiple times. Almost took down Mayane too. But wow, that Nempor was one crucial player, and I feel like Air, did a lot of job for the team. With that steal, he was the one that in the front line. And I feel like, it was now or never at that moment. If they don't go for the Tempest Dragon, that would have been game over for Nova. So obviously Nova is being really proactive. And obviously RCG also being really proactive too. So these two teams are really, really good. These are top contenders. And this is Group A. So all the skills is not going to be like, too far apart. Obviously their skill level is going to be a little bit the same. And you can see in this battle, they are going toe-to-toe. Wow, the damage is coming out from Munchi. Almost 40%. But wow, I have to give my respect to Air, getting that dragon twice, getting that Tyrant, and lastly, getting that Tempest Dragon was, the win of the game. I will never forget that moment. Wow, like, everybody's watching this moment. Probably, they jump up. I can imagine like they jump up in the air. They were so happy to get this Tempest Dragon in the final second. So yeah, that was a lot of ups and downs. RCG almost had it. They almost had it. I feel like they could end the game early, around 17 minutes. But they want to be safe. And here's your MVP. Definitely, I have to give it to Air. He was there for the crucial steals, crucial reclaim of the dragons. And, he did have his KDA is not that, whatever, like it's 1 in 10. But, that doesn't matter. He did the impossible. He went in, he got the smite, he got the dragon, he got there in time. And that's all they care about. Congratulations to Nova for taking the first win. And wow, that was one heck of a ride, Definitely Nova, they have something that other team doesn't have. I feel like all their players, they all work together. But RCG side also, they work together too. But I can see that, sometimes Sadness is one of the person to initiate. And here you can see like from Nova Sports side, Air, he's doing the initiation. He's checking the bushes. He's doing everything. Vision control, map control, CC control. Like the man is doing everything. Like, wow, like they need to, give this guy more salaries because he's doing a lot of the jobs that nobody's doing. So right here, even though they got pushed back a little bit, they're able to bounce back. Munchi. And here's the final moment here, going in with a knock up, get the immunity, knocking up at the same time smiting. What a beautiful play by Nova Esports. Definitely, I have to give the hands out to Nova, to Air, for doing a fabulous job. And after they get that Tempest Dragon buff, it's gonna be GG. It's gonna be over. RCG, I have to give RCG for the efforts. They did a wonderful job. Mid game, wonderful job. But in the end, there only can be one winner, and that one winner is going to be Nova Esports. And wow, definitely, I didn't expect the second day, at the third day, already this intense. Yes, definitely we can see a lot of those actions in this matchup. And wow, that Tempest Dragon still was so intense. You know, my jaw just dropped to the floor when I saw Nimpo just went in. Like the one-man stopper, you know, he just went in and he disregarded like there's 4 people of RCGs there and they all got knocked up in that crucial moment. And once they get that dragon, I was like, wow, did that just happen? Wow, like Air actually got that dragon in the final moments. And wow, that was mind-blowing. Like I was totally, you know, just overwhelmed by the abilities of Nova Esports members, and they able to work so well together as a team. So yeah, congratulations to them. And also we have a new system, you know, in this season 2. We're gonna have a rotation of the players. So Hui is gonna be replacing How, or this system is gonna be implemented in this season. So, you know, after every single round, you know, those esports players, they're able to rotate and having a new player stepping out on the ground. I kind of like this system, you know, it kind of helps with the mentalities, you know, kind of like, you know, they fight and they go rest for a bit, you know, they get to calm down for a bit and have the new players come up. But I would say, you know, synergy wise, I would say maybe it's better to have the old players remain unchanged. But, you know, there's some pros and cons. And the pro is that you're gonna have a new player. Obviously, you're gonna have more strategies with this new player, and you can change up your styles a little bit, kind of to throw off your opponent. So let's see if, you know, RCG gonna have a rotation too. So the rotation are happening for Nova Esports right now. So no rotations for RCG. RCG member is gonna remain the same. Let's see our match 1 round 2. We're gonna go into the BP phase right now, and RCG already losing the first round. So I mean, they're not feeling too good, and you know, it might throw them off. But definitely, you want to keep calm. You want to keep have a you know, great mentality. Don't let that first loss, you know, do you too much in the second round. You want to be really, really resilient. You know, be calm and rethink about your strategies before you engage. Nova here, over here, already banning out Shomonshi, as they already used that hero in the first round. So banning out that hero is gonna be a lot of good things for Nova, and obviously banning out that Mayane is gonna help as well. But we still have Zhao Huaizhen on the tables. So what RCG is gonna do here, they're gonna pick the support first, having Tai Jiren, and feeling like a Lady Shun is gonna be pairing up, but I'm not sure. I feel like, you know, Tai Jiren can pair up with most marksmen. You know, it's really versatile. You know, most marksmen can really pair up with Tai Jiren, and great initiator already on the RCG side. So Nova Esports already got 1 win in the pocket. How they gonna do it in the next round? I feel like they need to push their best heroes right now. Zhao Huaizhen, Zhang Fei, great choice, no doubt. So RCG over here. Definitely, I smell a Lady Shun coming out, and here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Lady Shun with Tai is gonna be a great combo on the bottom lanes. Those dynamic duos works really well in any situation. And I feel like the mage, they're gonna go with Uja 10. Uja 10 got some CCs, but it's a little bit weak in the HP category. So obviously, they're gonna reply what the Guan Yu top. That's gonna be Shen using that character. Uja 10 has to be careful because that Guan Yu can get out of control. And if Uja 10 doesn't go tank, if she goes damage, she might not survive long enough in the battles, you know, to do some damage. But Obviously, they still have 2 more spots. Maybe a tanky frontliner, maybe 2 tanks, you know. Maybe a tanky jungle and maybe a tanky top laner. But Zhao Huaijin's gone, Mayane's gone, but Byron's still there, and there's a new hero, Allian, so, you know, there's a lot of hero for RCG to choose from. Over here, Nova, they already have a really nice setup going. We got Guang Yi with the displacement. We got the displacement from Zhang Fei. We got the displacement CC combos from Zhao Huaijin. Already Nova solidifying the crowd control, and all they need is some damage. Who is gonna be the heavy hitters of Nova? And KAW is gonna be their ADC. And there's only 1 more spot left for Nova. I feel like they need like a utility mage, you know. They already have the damage. They already have the CCs. They need someone to, you know, control the mid lane. Make sure that mid lane stays alive. And over here, RCG with the reply. Maybe Muntan. And also, finally, we see an assassin jungle from RCG. 10X is gonna pick Jhin. It might be a little risky, and I love what Nova's esports is doing right now, picking Haya. Haya is gonna be a crucial pick. Wow. Nova got defense, got offense. This could be trouble for RCG. You know, if RCG engage in those team fights, Haya is gonna take away Jhin, or is gonna take away Muntan. Like, what you gonna do about that, RCG? Like, one of your members is gonna be out, and the rest of the members of Nova is gonna, you know, take over the battlefield. So this is really dangerous for RCG to engage in those big team fights. So RCG has to be, you know, really steady here. They only have 1 tank at the top. So RCG late game is my best bet. Nova on the other side, I feel like, you know, mid game, they want to end the game as fast as possible. And with the Haya, I feel like it's gonna be a good thing. Cause Haya, you know, her lane clearing abilities is not so bad, you know. That second ability after, you know, 1 or 2 waves, she can just clear the mid-wave minions and get to level 2, and you're gonna start that rotations. And once she get to level 4, oh boy, it's gonna be trouble. RCG, they have to watch the position, you know, because they only have 1 CC combo, like, you know, from Wu Zetian, and some, you know, minor CCs coming out from Tai Yi and Muntan. So the CCs, definitely I would give it to Nova over here. Zhang Fei, Zhao Huaijin, and the displacement from Guang Yu. So it's all matter of strategic positioning and the formations too. So as long RCG, their formation is pretty good. I feel like, you know, RCG is able to survive throughout the mid games and going into the late games. But 10X over here is playing assassin, so I'm not sure, like, he's switching it back to a more assassin style. So this is the first time I'm seeing him playing as assassin. So the question is, can he, you know, switch his style over? And already we are into the laning phase. Wu Zetian is coming down on top, but look at this, Zhao Huaijin is also there as insurance, make sure that that mid doesn't do too much. That jungle creep is gonna go to Heart. Getting the river sprites means a lot in the beginning. And also, you know, Sadness is gonna be paired up with Yuhan on the bottom. And I'm feeling like, you know, Sadness, I feel like there's more stuff in him, in this kid, you know. I feel like he has a lot of potential doing a lot of stuff. So I feel like this game, I'm putting my money on Sadness, as he's gonna be one of the core players for RCG. So better protect that Lady Swen as much as possible. Things are pretty peaceful right now, but I'm just telling you, this is the calm before the storm. When that timer hits mid-game, you know, it's gonna be really chaotic. Look at Jhin at the top. Try to do some damage coming in and out of the tower. But look at these rotations. They're really, you know, cautious. And their positioning, I like this, you know, positioning of RCG. They're eating up the mid lanes and the bottom lanes. So obviously, they all allocate the resources on Lady Xuan. Having Lady Xuan come on bottom, having Lady Xuan go to the mid lane, and getting the go from the mages. Right there, Wu-Qing kind of in trouble. Ultimate already drawn, but 2v1 definitely is not gonna cut it. Wu-Qing goes down. Wow, already first blood gonna go to Nova Esports. And yeah, Wu-Qing, I feel like he's better playing those assassin top lanes. But the tanky top lanes, you know, I feel like, you know, Wu-Qing is not doing a very hot so far right here. Ultimate draw from Wu-Qing. And look at here, Jing getting that blue back. RCG, they want to take it slow and steady, you know. They don't want to rush, you know. Play at your own pace. Don't let Nova step all over you. You know, you gotta be really proactive. And so far so good, you know. Both teams are doing that. So definitely, these two teams are top contenders. And look at here, Zhao Huijun try to come in the back. And look at Haya, 3-man on the top versus 2. And I feel like Kaya is pretty safe at the bottom. You know, Kaya can face Tai Jun and Lady Xuan with no problem. So they have Zhang actually supporting the mid and the bottom at the same time. So all eyes on Lady Xuan if Lady Xuan can get those damage out online. And with the Tai Jun's help, those damages supposed to be coming in the mid games. Because Tai's passive is going to get that extra go for Lady Xuan. And look at here, Haya dragging someone into the Mirage. And right there, whoever comes out is going to go down. And Jin goes down just like that. Even the ultimate from Heart doesn't save 10x. 10x goes down. That means your jungle is going to be really open for Nova Esports. And this is what I'm afraid of. You know, if you pick an assassin for your jungler, you're going to have Haya. Haya is going to target you always in those big team fights. Or, you know, he's gonna seize you alone and he's going to drag you in. Once, you know, Haya drag you into the Mirage, you know, once you come out, you're already seeing a welcome committee already there, welcoming you back into the world, and you're just gonna go down again into the base. So definitely, you do not want to see that happening. Definitely RCG want to position the characters carefully. Having Muntian, you know, soak up the damage. I'd rather, you know, put Muntian on the front line than put Jing on the front line. Jing might not want to initiate at first, because if Jing goes down, there's not going to be enough damage for RCG. And look at here, Wu-Qing try to defend the bottom tower. The mid lane here is facing a massive attack from RCG. RCG try to do something in the mid lane, but here, Zhang Fei used the ultimate to push them back, but it's not going to be enough. Here's the kill from 10x. 10x, with the help of Wu-Qing, they're able to take down Munchi. Munchi didn't have the help of Zhang Fei there, but obviously, Munchi is facing a lot of pressures, getting taken out. But no problem. I feel like Nova still have the mid-game advantage, so it's all depending on that mid-game. If they can end the game there and then. But RCG is flexing back. I feel like most of the items are completed, but yeah, look at this replay right here. Jing goes in, 1-2 ultimate, and wow, nobody can escape from that. Once you're inside Jing's Mirror Shield ability, Mirror Blade, it's gonna be bye-bye for you. So RCG definitely, they have some good initiators. Everybody wants this mid lane, but the problem is, you know, they lost their top lane RCG already, so we might see their bottom lanes getting taken out too. So this is what happened in the first match. Nova always take down their towers first. And they always move to the bottom tower. You can see that pattern, you know, top tower, bottom tower, mid tower. That's the pattern. Once those frontline towers are pierced through, they can move on and take all your resources. Right here, Zhang break his ultimate. Here, Jin goes in towards the back lane, towards air. Air's managed to escape into safety. And both teams are just gonna peel off. They're not gonna do too much right now as they really want to play it safe. But still, I feel like RCG, they need to do something really fast. Try to take those objectives, or else, you know, their towers is just gonna get grind down one by one. Tyrant is still respawning at the moment, but they got the vanguards for Nova Esports. Definitely the pushing power is gonna be better on the Nova Esports side. RCG still try to farm back some go, waiting for that Lady Shun to get those damage. You know, Lady Shun almost got that Infinity Edge, got some critical strikes, but here Nova try to set up an ambush. This is a trick, having one person revealing his position and having the other person in the bush waiting for an ambush. Look at here, Uchin try to do some plays here, but Zhang Fei is there to check the bushes. Obviously, Zhang Fei is going to be that constant vision checker for Nova Esports, so there's nothing to worry about. You know, Zhang Fei sees everything, and having that ultimate, they're going to use this opportunity to push on that bottom tower, but they feel like, you know, there's too many members of RCGs there, so they're going to back off for now. Nova still want to do something really quick because, you know, once Sadness gets those damage, it could be a little bit difficult for those front lines to take those damage. RCG here, I like this. Being really proactive, just going for the Tyrant. RCG gotta get some tower here, you know. They are losing towers, but not gaining enough towers. And the core players is gonna be Lady Sun. So definitely it's gonna be a lot of protection for that Lady Sun. Muntian, Hart, and Tai Jenin. Maybe it's gonna be 4-1. 4-1 push here. Look at Shen going in with the attack, but the damage reduction from Jing and the movement mobility. He's gonna juke Shen, and Shen is gonna go down just like that. RCG with the comeback here. And here, Haya dragging one of the players. Tai still have the ability to revive. And this could be trouble for Nova. This is a good chance for RCG to actually fight back, because they're losing one of the members of Nova Esports. Right here, look at Jing goes in with those damage, managed still to survive, coming out beautifully. 10X actually is doing pretty well with assassins. I know that he's been practicing, and he got so much better from the first season. I can tell by his movements with that Jing. And getting that kill off of Wang Yi, that was, you know, that was crazy. That was a clutch kill. Alright, Nova Esports, try to get this Tyrant. RCG is not gonna quit. Here is the AoE coming out of KAW. Shen goes down too fast, but also Lady Shen goes down too. So, you know, that's a 1-for-1 trade. RCG might wanna just pull back a little bit. You know, they still have the Haya here. Haya could be really dangerous. And the initiators from Zhang Fei, the ultimate is still there. So definitely wait for your marksman. And your core player for RCG is going to be your jungler and your marksman. Those damage dealers have to be there during the battle. Another Tyrant is up for takes. And here RCG taking the initiative, trying to get this Tyrant, and look at this steal again, coming out of Zhang Fei Hui taking that Tyrant. Wow, that's another crucial kill out of Nova. Nova just taking those dragons like it's nothing. Like, he anticipated those moments so well. Nova Esports. Wow. Those moments are unforgettable. Like Janfei taking the dragons this time. Last time was Air taking the dragons. Now it's Janfei's turn. Now it's Kui's turn. And while RCG might want to back up a little bit, I feel like luck is going to be on Nova Esports side today. So they're going to use that Tyrant buff and using that momentum to push forward on that bottom lane. But Uching is coming back. Muntian got to get to the front line right now if they want to save this tower. Here comes Uching. He still got that flash available, you know. I want to see him do some damage. Uching going in with the ultimate Howling Emblem activated on Tai Jinren. One member go down, Eon goes down. This is a good chance for RCG to push back. Here's Sadness. Try to do some damage, but Nova Esports ran away too fast, too quickly. And I thought, you know, they almost got that inner tower, but you know, the inner tower is still there. So, you know, right now, RCG really want to cool it a little. Kind of want to regroup. Don't want to chase too deep into the territory. And Nova here, maybe they want to get this dragon, but it might be really tough because they already got that tyrant. So the damage might not gonna be enough. But there's no members of the RCG there, so it's pretty safe for Nova and multiple members of Nova just to take that dragon. They got the Overlord, they got the Tyrant buff. Definitely RCG over here. They need to wait. They might want to clear up the lanes before engaging in any battles. If they do engage in battle, they better win that battle, you know, or else the Vanguards, they're gonna push those towers. And I feel like, you know, those towers, they're at a deficit, you know. Nova has 4 towers, while RCG only has 2 towers, so definitely right there, Gene getting taken out a little bit too rushed on 10x, but can he make it out alive? And that is gonna be slim, because the rest of the members are welcome him back when he come back. So definitely Nova, I feel like Nova can end the game right now, and RCG is being a little bit too rushed. The big dragon, the small dragons are coming in from the bottom lane, mid lane, bottom lane, and look at that. Another turret goes down. Nova still pushing forward. Moonchi still got that frenzy ability, activating that ultimate. Uching on the front line. I don't think he can take that much damage. Here comes Guang Yu, here comes Janfei's ultimate, and they're gonna bring that tower down. And this is just a smash and grab mission. You know, you go in, you take down the inner tower, and I'm just gonna be happy enough. And Nova just knows what they're doing. They're not being too greedy. They just want to go in, take what they want, and leave. And not to do too much stuff, and not to risk anything. Right here, RCG has been defeated. That's what I like to see. RCG with the replay. They are being really proactive, gaining that tyrant, wasting no time. Try to find enemies, but you know, try their best, you know, to get those objectives, to get those buffs. You know, late game is always about those buffs, those neutral objectives. You know, once you get them, you know, you have a higher chance of winning. I would say, yeah. Make sure get neutral objectives. Make sure your lanes are getting pushed in. You want to make sure your lanes is healthy, and make sure those minions are not in your base, so to prevent you from people from backdooring you. So, you know, RCG is doing really well here. So still, Sadness, I'm watching you, you know.
Blue team has destroyed
all eyes on Sadness and 10x if this can make this happen. But they still have Haya, you know. If 10x engage, Haya is gonna take him out, and that's gonna be a one for one trade. So the damage output definitely is gonna go to Sadness. If Sadness can catch up with those follow-up damage, it should be okay. But still, Nova is not gonna give up that easily. Bottom tower, you can see Nova here, you know, slowly driving the force in taking down one tower at a time. So definitely Nova Esports is doing a really good job at this operation, taking out the top bottom tower, and this is a pattern. I feel like they practiced for a long time here, right here, hiding in the mid lanes, in the bushes, waiting for opportunity to strike. Uching, his condition, his condition is not in condition to fight, so he has to back off. This is what Nova is good at doing. They hide in the grass and they wear down one member of your team, and they're gonna have the number advantage. And with that number advantage, they're gonna, maybe like there's the higher chance of clearing those objectives. So definitely Overlord is gonna belong to Nova. No vision here yet on Nova. Nova right here, popping out of the grass, always taking that mid lane river control and kind of really slowly driving RCG to death here. And this is Nova's strategy, and I feel like that's their strategy last game. Slowly taking out the towers, and slowly moving in to take those resources. Maybe here's another skirmish right here. Haya's ultimate is gone, using it on Tai. So this is your chance to engage. RCG better take that dragon before engaging. That big dragon and those small dragons are at the bottom. And it's all about those initiations coming here. Look at Savage damage coming in. Howling Moon activated. Everybody's gonna move in. Junpei's gonna block that. And look at that fight still happening. Guanyu pushing 4 member back at a time. Here's the attack. It's gonna be chaotic. Here's the revive from Tai. Nobody goes down yet. Here's the attack. I can't believe no one is dying from this battle. Wow, the Kayada battle happening, going toe for toe. Everybody just getting so low over this battlefield, but eventually Nova, they got more control of the map. So objective-wise, they gonna belong to Nova Esports. And I feel like it's gonna be another Tempest Dragon fight coming up here. Almost the 20 minutes mark, so we're gonna see those heavy rainstorms coming in right about now. The clock is ticking, and look at that replay. The Howling Emblem activation, but Junpei was there to take out the fire, blocking all the damage. Uja 10 with the ultimate, pushing in with the Guanyu activation from Tai, saved everybody's life. And wow, without that Tai's ability, I feel like all of the members of RCG would have been gone right there. Definitely RCG saved their life with that Tai's ultimate, but Tai's ultimate is getting forced out, and he's gonna go down. Heart goes down. Tai's gonna back out. Not gonna save it in time. Nova have the ability to end the game right now without their mid. They don't have enough CCs on RCG side. Right here, look at Munchi. Munchi has the damage already. And he also have a reincarnation armor. That's meaning he has 2 life. Look at Zhao Huaizhen going in with the initiation. Junpei jumping in. Junpei still has the ultimate available, and I feel like he's gonna use it any second now. Right there, here's the push. Haya dragging in 10x. 10x is gonna get taken out in the Mirage. Down he goes. 4 versus 3. Sadness coming back. The crystal's getting so low, and there it is. Nova still coming up on top with those auto attacks. The crystal is left open, and there's no way for RCG to defend. And wow, what a battle by Nova. Nova's operation was really, really smooth. It didn't really go too smoothly like last game, but this game, they did the same thing, and it worked out pretty good. And RCG, on the other hand, 10x was playing with the assassin style warrior, and he was doing a really good job, getting those solo kills on KAW, but obviously it's not enough. We got Haya, and Haya is gonna take you out. It's gonna trade with your ultimates. So yeah, I feel like definitely Nova's Haya was a great pick from taking out the fire. They got a lot of people, to take out the danger. Like we got Junpei, we got Guanyu, we got Zhao Huaizhen with the ultimate too. So obviously, I feel like all of the members of Nova are really, really tanky. Like Zhao Huaizhen, Guang Yu, Zhang Fei, and those three bodyguards are guarding Munchi, you know. And then you have Haya to be there for taking out the one members of RCG. Definitely Nova here. The composition wise, I have to give it to Nova. And wow, the amount of details going into this match is crazy. Zhang Fei was there, always protecting all of the members. And yeah, big respect up to Tai Jin, and also, you know, he was there to protect all of the members of RCG. You know, Yuhan was really good. They were protecting everybody. But eventually, in the end, Nova came up on top. And look at that teamwork from Nova. Yet the Nova Esports coordination-wise was really, really good. And 10X did a really good job, but Haya was always there in his way. So definitely Haya was another crucial member of Nova Esports to take out the threats from RCG. And you can see from the, you know, the resources, it went up and down. You know, at first RCG kind of got the upper hand, then it went to Nova, then Nova just started taking over, and slowly Nova just started grinding out on those towers one by one. Definitely, I feel like RCG, if they want to do better, you know, against Nova, make sure to defend those towers pretty well. Make sure to allocate your rotations. Make sure those towers are not getting taken out. And here is going to be your MVP is going to be Shen from Nova Esports. And wow, Guang Yu was there to do the displacement always. And that last moment, I remember he pushed back the whole team, like nearly the whole team. Almost ended the life of all members on RCG side, but RCG have Tai Jin there to protect, so you know. But his efforts was there. Like I can see him on the battlefield always. And Guang Yu is a character I really like because, you know, he can travel to most part of the map in a very fast time. You know, the man is like riding a horse, so the time to travel to a destination is obviously going to be shorter than the other top Clash laners. And look at here, 10X come out, he just get evaporated. And the team fights coming out of Nova Esports was well coordinated. They have Haya taking out one member, and the rest of the team just wait there. It's a really, really safe composition. So yeah, I really love this composition by Nova Esports. So definitely big ups to Nova Esports. They already win the second game. So 2-0 clean win against RCG. And they already win against Impunity. So wow, Nova Esports, no wonder they're the previous champions of the season 1. But RCG on the other hand, I feel like, you know, they still have a lot to learn. I feel like after seeing this match, they'll go back with their analysts, their coaches. You know, they need to analyze this game. But RCG, you know, don't you quit. I feel like, you know, they're gonna get a lot better towards the late games, towards the end of the season. But this season is gonna be a little bit different. There's only 9 days of the first regular stage, and there's only 5 days of the second regular stage. And between that, they will face a regulation promoting match. So definitely you do not want to be in those regulating promoting match, because there's a chance you might get demoted into Group B, and you do not want to see that happening. So definitely you want to stay your place in Group A. But RCG on the other hand, they already got the first win from the day one. So right now, you know, they lost to Nova. So no worries. Nova is still on number 1 right now, but RCG is not bad. So definitely we'll see what's gonna happen in the next match. Match 1 already, it's so intense, and I just can't wait to see what match 2 is gonna bring right here. Another 2-0. So far we haven't seen any tie games. We're gonna see a lot of 2-0s maybe today, but we never know. The skill level is pretty much the same. It's always up to your composition and who can have the better positioning at the end of the game. And definitely be calm. You do not want to be too rushed. This patch, mid lanes is gonna definitely get bigger, and don't put too much efforts on the mid lanes. And actually, find another way to get to your opponents in time. And definitely Nova the Esports these 2 matches, my deepest impression was John Fei taking out that dragon, and also the first match, Nimpool taking out those dragons in those crucial moments. So those are the crucial moments I remember from these matches. And obviously the MVP from the first match is going to be Air. Second match is going to be Shen. So definitely Nova, they have a lot of stuff in their hands. And I feel like all of their members, they have their pros, and everybody just doing a really, really good job working with each other. And I feel like RCG, on the other hand, I feel like Sadness was the really good player, and that really stands out. And also 10X also really stands out too. But I feel like if they work more as a team wise, they could do a little bit better. But obviously they already done their best, but against Nova was a little bit too much, and Nova came up on top this time. So I would like to see more compositions coming out of Nova. And obviously this patch, we got to play the new school way. We cannot play the old school way. Old school way is really stable, it's really safe. But the old school way is like, having 2 core players. But the first vision for this new style is going to be the new school player. It's going to be really popular. So this time we're going to interview one of the players from one of the matches today. So let's see the interview.
如何评价自己在这一局中的表现？你认为有什么自己可以做得更好的地方吗？ How do you think about your performance in this game, and do you think that there is anything that you could do better?
我觉得第一把的话，王昭君，还可以就是找更多的机会吧。然后第二把武则天的话，应该就是找机会要开对面。然后我觉得这个开团方面需要做得更好。
Okay, so this competitor says that he thinks that in the first round, Wang Zhaojun could do better, and in the second round, Wu Zetian could also do better and seek more chances to engage the opponent. Okay, 那第二个问题，在你们的队伍中，谁是指挥位置的一个选手呢？你觉得他今天的表现怎么样？ Who is the commander in the team, and what do you think of his performance today?
我们队伍中的指挥是打野和辅助，然后我觉得辅助的话，在第二把太乙真人他开团要抓边抓关羽的时候，需要再果断一点。我觉得他需要就是要抓住机会，要快速的做出决策，然后下次希望他就是决策要果断一些。
好的， our commander in the team is our jungle and support, and I think our support in the second round he could make decisions quicker. He played 太乙真人 in the second round, and I think when he wants to engage the opponent, he can make decisions better and quicker. Okay.
Definitely, that was an interview from the RCG player Hart, and he played Zhao Jun pretty well in the first game, and also played Wu Zetian in the second match. Obviously, there was a lot of ups and downs. There wasn't a really good chance for initiating tactic to happen. Zhao Jun was doing really good in the first round against Nova Esports, placing those AoEs. But Wu Zetian, on the other hand, he was getting taken out too quickly. And also Tai Jiren, as he mentioned, are the shot callers of RCG, having that jungler and that support as the commander of the team. But Tai was sometimes a little bit, hesitant in those, ganks against Guang Yu. So, that was, really something that they need to work on, So in order to make those decisions quicker, maybe RCG might want to, communicate with their junglers, communicate with their supports more in order how to make decisions faster and make sure the communication is on point so that next time when they face each other, they're going to have a better chance of winning the game. Of course, that is that. Congratulations, Nova, for winning that battle. But our next match is also gonna be cool. It's gonna be Impunity versus Killer Gaming, and is one of the matches I'm also really excited to see. There's a lot of expectation for both teams. Impunity on one hand, I feel like they're the big bad boss, and everybody want to take them down, and they are known for their aggressive styles. And KG on the other hand, they got a lot of new players, so I feel like they have a lot of new potentials. They always been up and down for me. Sometimes they're doing really good, sometimes they're doing not so good. So this is an attribute of Killer Gaming from what I read from last season's statistics. So Killer Gaming, definitely they want to be more stable and more calm. And Impunity on the other hand, I feel like they already got everything they needed. They just need to, be more calm and not to rush into the battles. And like that battle against Nova, maybe if they want to be, stay a little bit more calm and don't do anything too reckless. But for me, Impunity, I feel like they're pretty much really, really good team already. All right, that's the match for match 2. So we're gonna take a small break and we'll be right back.
Parece mais um trabalho pra mim. Cadê você?
Ai, não. Não podem me ver aqui.
O quê? Pelas costas? Que vergonha! Ainda tem alguém aqui. Ei! Fica tranquilo, tá sob controle.
Ai, que burra!
Deixa comigo!
Tem que sair daqui!
Ei, é perigoso aqui, vai!
Ah, não! Tudo bem, eu tô bem aqui!
Lata velha! Você ainda tá aqui? Vai! Anda, foge.
Mas... Eu vou te enfrentar!
Yi, você não deve se importar se sua lança partir. Não é ela que te torna uma heroína. O que faz
De um herói um herói é a luz em seu coração. Uma luz brilhante que queima mesmo sem fogo.
Não machuquem ela. Só peguem o mecha.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the KAW Season 2 tournament, and we have our match today. It's going to be Impunity versus Killer Gaming, and I know that Impunity is always aggressive with their playing styles, and KG, on the other hand, adding so many new potentials in today's new player stand-up. So really excited to see what do they have to bring into the tables. And as you know, Impunity is one of the top teams from Season 1, and KG is also another runner-up. So I feel like, their skill sets is still a little bit apart. I feel like Impunity still have that little bit of edge in today's battle, so it might be a challenge for KG if they want to stand up to Impunity. So definitely, these two teams definitely want to be playing it really conservatively. Don't ever estimate your enemies. And as you can see here, these are the players from Impunity. We got that Ling Fei from a new player for their jungler, and wow, the players are looking really, really good. And I still remember, their shooters, Flower and Megumi, they're really a really nice combo squad, and they pair up really, really well. The support with the ADC on the bottom lane, and on the other hand, we have KG. Here it is, and there's a lot of new faces for here to see. But I still remember Shimizu from last season. He is still playing the support for KG, and also Xiao Chu, also another player from the last season as well. So they might have 3 more players. So this gonna be some synergy problem might be for their team. Maybe they haven't practiced long enough together, but good luck to these players. And I want to see KG actually improving. KG actually lost their first game against Scars on the first day, so they have a lot to learn from their mistakes, and I really want to see the improvement from this game. And obviously Impunity also lost to Nova the previous championship, so obviously Impunity is not very happy with it. So definitely they want to get those points back, and it's really crucial to get those points in the first season of the regular stage, because there's only 9 days. So after, if you don't get those points really fast, it means you're gonna fall behind, and eventually you're gonna face the demoting consequences of going into Group B. So definitely you do not want to see that happening. Make sure you get those points quicker. So having that winning point quit in the beginning, like it gives your team a good amount of stability, and also it gives your team a good mentality, because you're already ahead. You already have 3 points, so obviously you're gonna feel a lot better in the coming battles ahead. So definitely Impunity want to get those points as fast as possible, because Nova already got 6 points. So yeah, and those points are not gonna stay for long. You better get those points if you want to remain in Group A. And definitely, I feel like Impunity definitely want to catch up with Nova. Nova is one of the rivals for Impunity, so Impunity this round they are doing all they can to win this fight. And we can't underestimate Killer Gaming as well. They probably did a lot of practice with those new players, so their synergies is gonna be a little bit better from the first game that we saw them with. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna bounce into our BP phase of our first game against Impunity versus Killer Gaming. Here we got Xiaoho getting banned out and Da Chao getting banned out as well. I feel like KG already know that Impunity have this kind of strategy where they pick Da Chao a lot, and you do not want that to happen. It's gonna be really devastating for KG if they meet those combos on the battlefield. Seems like the meta heroes are getting taken out. Shoumenshi, Da Chao, but Zhao Huaizhen is still there, and yeah, I feel like everybody is just going for that hero. Zhao Huaizhen is so popular in this current patch. It can play as an assassin, it can play as a tank, and yeah, mostly I feel like, you know, it's a great jungler, great initiator. It can get in and out of troubles easily, and with the KG, with the reply, is gonna be Ata and Zhao Jing. And wow, the wombo combo coming out of Impunity is gonna be Mayane and Ganjan. Wow, solid pick from Impunity. There's a lot of burst damage coming out of Impunity's composition already, and wow, there's a lot of immunity here, like from, you know, Zhao Huaizhen and Mayane. So I'm not sure how KG is gonna using that crowd control to stop those two persons, you know, to stop those jungler, to spot that top laner. So definitely they need a lot of tankiness if they want to survive those punches. And Lumbar might be a great choice here as a support. That's gonna give your marksman, you know, more free time to do what he wants, but also at the same time it could be dangerous. But don't you worry, KG gonna pick a safe jungler, probably gonna pick an independent jungler that can act on his own. So definitely those shooters is gonna be a core player in this match. Still, both sides do not have their marksmen yet. Maybe they're waiting for their opponent to make the first move. But it seems like Charlotte is getting banned out too. Charlotte definitely is a great counter to Mayane, so definitely banning that out for the top lanes. Gonna, you know, give more freedom to Mayane to roam around. Okay, there's the support getting banned out. Tai Jiren and also Luban getting banned out. Seems like they need a miss of power here. Oh, Byron getting banned out, so there's no more top laners that's good for KG. But KGs, they still have, you know, the other top laners like Nimpo, and maybe another tanky top laner, or maybe switch that Ata as a top laner. So the great top laner are getting taken out already. Xiaoho getting taken out, Charlotte getting taken out, Byron getting taken out, and Zhao Huaizhen already get picked up by Impunity. Mayane already get picked up, and I'm not sure what's left. KG like doesn't have a choice. So they have a marksman to choose, and they're gonna go with a safe choice, Garo, but wow, their mobility is kind of low over here on KG. And over here, Impunity, the dynamic duo, Flower and Megumi, and yeah, they do not disappoint. I feel like they're gonna go with Lady Sren. Taijin is out, so maybe Yarya would be a backup, but no, not to worry. Ming is here to be your guide. Ming definitely is also another great support for Lady Sren. And at the same time, you know, if they don't take Ming, I feel like KG is gonna take Ming away. Actually, KG already got that Lumbar, so never mind. So all they missing is a top laner or a jungle. And yes, Miyamoto Musashi is gonna be your answer here, but will it be enough to go into the back lanes and take down Flower and Xiaomin for their mid laners for Impunity. So it might be a little bit risky here. If, Miyamoto Musashi goes down, there's no more damage, there's no more threats to the back row. So definitely KG really want to play it safe because there's so much initiators and also assassins on Impunity side. It's so hard to go into the battlefields, and there's not much movement ability from KG. I feel like Impunity has more versatile composition where they can move and roam around the battlefield more freely. So KG gotta watch it. Obviously KG is going for that safe composition. Their playing style, might be a little bit more conservative. So since their Garo need time to farm up, as Garo gotta have that item dependencies, getting those Shadow Rippers, getting the Infinity Blade. And yeah, Impunity over here, I feel like they're gonna be really, really aggressive in the beginning of the game. So KG, they need to be really, really defensive. If they can guard the aggressiveness coming out of Impunity, then they do have a chance. But if they let Impunity overwhelm them in the beginning, then it would have been like an easy win for Impunity. So definitely you do not want that to happen for KG. Alright, battle's gonna be underway. Impunity versus KG. Impunity on the left on the blue versus KG on the right on the red. So as you can see, maybe they're going for that first blood kill in the beginning. X-Hero hiding in the patch of grass. Go up with the flash coming in, but it's not gonna work. Multiple KG member already knew that maybe my Yane was hiding in the bush, and this is a trick, a lot of people use, even in the KPO region. So definitely KG knew what's coming, so they are not letting that first blood to be drawn that quickly and giving it to Impunity. As you can see, Garo is on the bottom lane 1v2 while KG's support is roaming, try to help out the mid a little bit. Garo still have that range, so he can stand by himself. And still, Megumi and Flower still pushing that pressure on Garo. Garo just hiding under the towers forever, and he has to do that. He has to survive long enough for the rest of their teammates, to invade to that jungle right here. And with the Ata, and with that, Lumbar, with the Miyamoto Musashi, they are capable enough to invade the jungle as we speak. And they didn't do too much damage, but that's okay. Look at here, Flowers getting taken out by Garo. Wow, unprecedented. I did not expect to see that happen, but I think Lady Shen overstepped a little bit too deep, and they were together. So once that Garo using that arrow and to silence them, so it was in a line hitting both members. So wow, and the damage from Garo, it hurts too, even from level 1. And with that long range, definitely Garo has the longer reach, and seems like that Garo got the upper hand a little bit on the bottom lane. So the rotations are coming in. KG might want to help out that Garo even more now since they got the advantage. Level 4 for both marksmen. And let's see that kill one more time. Flower try to initiate in the front, but look at that DPS coming out of Garo, and Lady Shen just got taken out right there. Right there comes the ultimate. Purify is gonna invade that ultimate. No knockups coming out. And here, Ata getting into trouble here, using the ultimate to block the ultimate. Wow, survive. So tankiness from the beginning of this game. KG managed to survive every single punch from Infinity. But they better watch, when you get those items, those punch, they're gonna start to hurt. Right here, someone hiding in the grass. KG Shumichu with the initiation. Here's the follow-up damage coming from Garo. Garo with another kill. 2 kills for Garo already. Wow, Garo is on a roll, and KG, wow, they are not to be underestimated. So definitely Flower is a little bit falling behind. Definitely we want to see maybe, the rhythm might be coming from different kind of lanes instead of the farming lane. Farming lane definitely, they are suffering quite a bit. So in the early games, the mage minions in the farm lane is gonna be obviously gonna be more. So the farms lane, that's what they call the farms lane. The goes is gonna be more than the rest of the lanes. It's gonna be more than the mid lanes. It's gonna be more than the clash lanes. And look at that Tyrant already getting taken out here at the mid battle. Ata getting caught, but Ata is really tanky. Not sure if they can use that ultimate to take him down. He still come out alive. Here, we want to focus on the Garo. He is a mage assassin. His damage has magical ability into his arrows. That Garo fire her arrows, and every arrows land is gonna hurt. Once you have shield, it's gonna hurt even more. So definitely that is gonna hurt on a lot of the tanky heroes. And look at here, the initiation coming up from Lumbar, but it's not gonna be good. Garo might want to back off a little bit, 50% HP, but don't be afraid. I feel like there's a lot of backups coming in from KG's side. Here's the initiation. KG's actually doing really, really good against Impunity's aggressiveness in the beginning. So big respect to KG for doing this good. Impunity still trying to make something happen. Maybe on the other lanes, Farms lane, they still try to, gank this Garo, but I don't think it's gonna work. Garo just remains too safe behind the tower. Here's almost getting a kill on X hero. Miyamoto Musashi still farming it up right now, and Impunity is looking maybe to find their place elsewhere. Don't focus on the bottom lane too much, because the rhythm is gonna be on the different lanes right here. Look at the ultimate coming out from Zhao Huaijian. Is gonna take down Miyamoto Musashi. Musashi getting taken out. That is your cue to push more forward. But Impunity do not want to be too aggressive because their Garo is still there. Garo hasn't died a single bit yet. So Garo hasn't died a single once, not even once. So definitely Garo has the upper hands in those go counts. And definitely they want to get those neutral objectives fast as possible. Seems like maybe Flower over here needs to build up the gold. He's being really aggressive, but look at that flash ultimate coming out from Lumbar. Wow, they have to watch it. I like this aggressiveness from Flower, but once you're falling behind, you do not want to be too aggressive. But they got the help of Megumi. If Megumi push further, they're able to follow. Definitely this dynamic duo still have a lot of potential in them. Megumi is like an extra item that Lady Strength is carrying, so Lady Strength still have that damage. He doesn't need that items yet, and he still have that he almost have the items already, since the Megumi is his item. Right here, Megumi got the link on Shumitsu. Shumitsu is gonna back off. So much tankiness on KG's side. So how Impunity is gonna take out these members? Definitely they're gonna bully their members. Only is gonna bully Miyamoto Musashi, as he is probably the weakest member right now of KG. So definitely you want to find your rhythm elsewhere, maybe on the top lane. Mayene is pushing that tower really nicely, so don't focus too much on that bottom lane. Bottom lane, the laning phase, definitely Garo have the advantage. And maybe, push on the top lanes a little bit. Top lane is doing really nicely. So far, so good right here. The flash is getting forced out. First ability getting forced out from Ganjian. Ganjian goes down. Even with those abilities, he is not able to escape. And the multiple members are going to cage him in. But at what cost? Cost of the bottom tower. That is what And it seems like, Impunity wanna, distract them, from other stuff. Their real objective is take down the tower and having one member just distract them for a little bit, so Flower can really farm up and get those damage online. Here's Mayane coming in with those damage. Zhao Huaizhen with the ultimate, and Ata is gonna go down. Here comes Lombard. Lombard is probably gonna go down too. Double kill for Zhao Huaizhen. Look at here, Garo getting punched in the face by Mayane. Mayane is gonna take him down. Mayane is gonna almost going down, getting frozen, taken out by Miyamoto Musashi. 2 for 3, and wow, Infinity actually coming back pretty strong here, but Flower is a little bit behind. But don't you worry, Flower still have Megumi on his side, and Megumi actually, he can switch his chain, his tethering system to another member in the late game. So right here is the initiation coming out on Zhao Huaizhen. The replay, wow, everybody just surround that. Once those tanks go down, Garo was late to the scene. Garo arrived at the party a little bit too late, and wow, he was just getting read apart by X-Hero. X-Hero goes down too, but seems like, X-Hero knows what he's doing. He's trading himself for the ADC, and if he goes down, I feel like that's worth it. Once you take out Garo, everything is going to be easier. Alright, Dark Tyrant goes into the hands of KG, but not to underestimate KG, KG is another tough competitor, they probably have better synergies now after the first loss against Scars. So they have to watch it. Look at Mayana in the back, going in, but coming up short. He's a little bit hesitant. The timing wasn't right, so he has to get some HP, and here's that ultimate coming from Ming, getting that HP healing ability on his HP bar is going to come back to life. X-Hero still on the top lane. Minato Musashi might want to go back and farm a bit more, but this is going to cost them maybe this Overlord. But look at here, Mayane still running. And here, who is going to take the Overlord? Right here, Garo attacking Zhao Huaizhen so much. Zhao Huaizhen has to back off. Flower goes down. Flower does not have the ability to fight back. I feel like this match, somehow everybody just blocking his damage, and he couldn't get this damage out. He doesn't have a safe environment. But not to worry, here is gonna be your Vanguards, and they're gonna put the big Vanguards, the Shadow Vanguards, on the mid lane to clear that minion up, to gonna buy Impunity more time and space to farm up here. 5v7, and we are moving into the mid games. KG, they just have to play it really nice, safe and steady. They do not want to be doing too much. Garo is the core player. Those protectors have to let Garo stay alive. Here's a good initiation from Zhao Huaizhen, but there wasn't enough allies there to help him out. Look at Mayane is at the top. Look at Ganjian, he's at the mid lane. Flower is at the bottom lane, and he was really late to the scene, so definitely you want to wait for your teammates to make those initiation happening. KG actually doing really good here. Protecting Garo. That mid lane battle still there. Look at the Ata soaking up all that damage. Ooh, that damage coming from Ganjian almost took Ata out. And still, Ata is so tanky. Also, the tankiness coming out from Lombard is crazy. So definitely, they do not need to worry about the tanks for KG. Alright, seems like Impunity want to push that top. But that Garo is getting stronger at the second. And if Mayane doesn't do anything quick, it's going to be game over for Impunity pretty soon here. Because once that damage comes out line for Garo, not even Ganjian is going to stop that. Unless he get a really precision ultimate on that back row. But, Garo is always far away. and they need to ambush KG somehow. So that's a challenge to X Hero. Can he find his way to the back row without getting found out? And over here, KG is doing absolutely a great job on those visions. Look at that. Constant vision for their team. The initiation coming out from Lombard. He's gonna use the ultimate, but the damage is not gonna fall through. 2 tanks almost died in that moment. Lombard goes down first. Lombard is a little bit far away from the rest of the crew, so watch out for your positioning. Like, if you jump in, you gotta make sure that your teammates are there to follow up. And Impunity is using that chance to go in on those towers. So Impunity is really smart here, you know. They want to go the tower route, you know. They want to take those towers one at a time, while KG really want to focus on those battles, the killing Impunity's members. So Flower is falling behind, so they're gonna adapt to their second strategy, maybe, you know, grinding out the torrents and give more time to Flower so he can farm up and fight KG back. So far, you know, they're toe-to-toe, but the tower count I have to give to Impunity. And Impunity is really good at doing this. Their operation of, you know, taking down the towers is really, really good. Like, they take down the bottom towers, take down the top tower. The mid tower is gone. Definitely Impunity have the upper hand. Here comes Lombard. What? That damage coming out of Garo. Shredded. Ganjan goes down. And wow, and Impunity is on the run. Definitely you gotta have your all 5 members for those group fights. Here's Mayene, try to make a wave, try to make escape. KG doing it really, really strong here. And wow, this is unexpected from KG. I thought KG, you know, they're not gonna do much against Impunity, but KG really impressive. Like, they're still standing right now. And look at the initiation for Zhao Huaizhen. Zhao Huaizhen is a little bit risky in here, but it's gonna be really worth it. He took down Garo. And also another member of KG. So that's gonna be a 2-for-2 trade. But Mayene over here getting the jump on Zhao Jun. Zhao Jun goes down. And look at here, no ultimate on Miyamoto Musashi. He might get taken out as well. Look at Mayene still going in. Ganjan with the follow-up damage is not going to be enough. They want to peel back just for now, not to rush. I feel like Impunity, if they don't rush it, they have the upper hand because they can just take objectives and not, you know, giving the go away to KG. So Impunity, you know, if they want to play it safe, they can play it safe right now. And slowly take away those resources. And once you take away those resources, there's nothing gonna be left for KG. Right here, let's see the replay here. Mayene in the back, jumping over the wall, flash in, kicking in the face, try to take down Lombard. And while Miyamoto Musashi take down 2 members of Impunity. But that was a fair trade. I feel like, you know, Impunity was more happy with that trade. They got 1 more kill out of that. So yeah, definitely Impunity still got the upper edge here. They got the goal count advantage. And resource-wise, I feel like, you know, Impunity is still ahead of KG. And map control definitely, Impunity has that, so they do not want to drag this game out any further, you know. Once they get the objective, they get the dragon, they can start making some move on KG. And KG over here is not pushover either, you know. They have to protect their Garo. They can't let Garo goes down so quickly. As long as Garo survive, you know, KG still have a chance here. We're gonna see that battle in that red camp here. Flower and Megumi in the front line. Lombard jumping in. Zhao Jin using that AoE, try to shred away some HP. But that red is gonna go to Garo. Garo still have the upper chance here. His positioning has to be really, really smart, you know, not to die. But the dragons are moving in closer and closer. The towers are getting shredded down. So they have to stop this, you know. Zhao Jun's AoE ability is not going to be fast enough cleaning up those minions. And that big dragon, watch out for that big Shadow Vanguard at the bottom. KG is facing a lot of pressure. Look at that. Zhao Jing getting taken down solo. And wow, Garo also getting taken down half HP. So Garo, I don't think he's in no condition to fight. This might be it for Impunity. Garo has to go back to base to recover. Garo is back. 2 dragons at the bottom, getting frozen, getting taken out, but that's gonna leave a window for Impunity to take down that mid tower. That top tower also getting super devastating low. So one touch, that tower is gonna fall. Impunity just pushing the momentum forward. Inner tower gone. Both towers gone for KG. Another tower gone. All towers gone for KG. KG is gonna have a slow death. Look at that Ganjan in the back doing some AoE damage. Right there, Zhao Jing goes down. And wow, maybe they need to back off a little bit, but Impunity just being really super aggressive. Mayane going in, sacrificing one member for one, trade 1-for-1, but they need to back off right now. Impunity is being a little bit greedy. Maybe they want to go back and take some adjustments, but they're not quitting because the minion is coming, and they still have 4 more person more than KG. This might be it. Super minions are inside the crystal. All they need to do is click the crystal, and there it is, guys. Impunity taking the first win. That was insane. Impunity do what they always do best, getting those towers and putting KG in a really tough position. Definitely Impunity won that game, you know, pretty easily, I would say. But in the beginning, I was surprised to see that KG actually doing really good. Getting that solo kill at the bottom was, you know, something I wasn't expecting. And wow, like first match, Impunity taking the first match, I would say no surprise there. Obviously, they're the top, more top runner-up in the first season. So, you know, definitely in the skill levels, definitely they got the edge a little bit ahead of KG. So, yeah, not surprised. And wow, 10X, I mean, X-Hero did a great job of going into the backline and getting that Garo. Also, Zhao Huaizhen was there, you know, always trading one for one for Garo. So, you know, definitely they are doing some really good trades, and Impunity, you know, being aggressive as they are, you know, still doing pretty well. But in the beginning, you know, their flower wasn't doing really well. The marksman was getting killed by Garo, but the other members of Impunity, they're able to bounce back pretty fast. So definitely, I would say, you know, Garo survived really long enough, but their towers was constantly getting taken out, so, you know, they have nowhere to go. Once Impunity corners you into your base, there's nothing you can do. Like, where can you hide? Like, once your, you know, HP getting taken out, you know, once you get wear down, you're in no condition to fight. You have to go back and recover. So once Impunity see that you go back and recover, they're gonna push a step ahead, taking your allies out, taking your towers out, and eventually taking your whole base out. So definitely it was a slow death for Killer Gaming, and Impunity taking the win. But also there's another match coming up. They're gonna switch sides, so one more chance for KG to fight back. And you can see the go here steadily for Impunity. It goes up really steady, and you can see that they got 9 towers versus 2 towers on KG side. So definitely Impunity have that advantage in the tower category, and getting more tyrants, getting more dragons definitely goes to Impunity. And here's Lin Fan with the MVP. It's gonna be your Zhao Huaizhen with the KD of 525, and, you know, the damage dealt wasn't really significant, but he was there to do the initiative. You know, he was initiating most of the fights, and wow, you gotta see it from the replays. Like, he was doing a lot. Like, he was checking the grass for vision. He was doing those trade-off with the Garo. So yeah, this Zhao Huaizhen is probably, like, you know, the most picked up hero in this season. And wow, if you don't, you gotta go try him out. Great hero. He can play top, he can play jungle, and tankiness, damage, and it's top notch. Even though they debuffed this hero, I feel like it's still really strong in this meta. So definitely go try it out for yourself. Go play the game and yeah, tell me what you think. All right, here the replays coming out from Zhao Huaijun, easily taking down Miyamoto Musashi. So definitely he's gonna have that upper advantage for games. And look at here, in the beginning, KG was doing really well protecting Garo, but their towers was just not getting protected. And look at that Zhao Huaijun just doing so much damage, going in, trading 1 for 2. And here comes the the rush. And you see that Lombard here try to activate that ultimate, but the reverse coming from Zhao Huaijun, he's able to reverse your ultimate. And Zhao Huaijun's first ability is able to switch the position, make you turn around. So once that Lombard activates ultimate, he activated in the wrong direction. So definitely Zhao Huaijun was there to help him out with that. Wow, what a fantastic gameplay of our battle against for Impunity and KG. And wow, that was unexpected. KG actually did a lot better towards Impunity in the early games. So definitely Impunity have the upper advantage overall towards the mid games. And KG, couldn't protect their Garo well enough. So, they fall back towards the late game and they eventually fall back to the base. And they just got overwhelmed. They got cornered, and Impunity was just there easily to take over. And I feel like Impunity's strategy is very similar to Nova's strategy, taking out the towers and corner you in. So make sure you have no resource, and the only thing you can do is wait for death. And this is exactly what happened here. Impunity in the beginning, they can fight Garo well enough. They having trouble taking down Garo, so definitely they change a different strategy. They just want to take down different towers, and once those towers are getting taken out, so they go in and take their resources. Eventually, all the resource belong to Impunity, and Impunity just took the win just like that. Congratulations to Impunity for doing that, and I feel like Impunity is feeling really good right now. They got the first win of the season, so they're feeling really good. Their mentality is in a good state, so they're gonna keep doing what they're doing. So once they get that momentum going, I feel like they're gonna be much better off in the next game and towards the next game, and etc. So definitely we're gonna see that ban pick coming in into the second game. Shamanshi, Dachao, Ata getting banned out. And let's see what KG is gonna do differently this time, because the first match, they just want to surround their core player Garo, but maybe they want to try a different strategy against Impunity. Maybe they want to be more aggressive, But fighting aggressiveness with Impunity aggressiveness, it could be really dangerous, because Impunity is really aggressive, and they know how to use this aggressiveness to trick you. So definitely you do not want to fall into Impunity's trap. And Shahoden might be the first hero that's getting picked up by KG. Impunity have a lot of choices here. Byron, Charlotte, and also many choices. They looking to end the game with a perfect clean 2-0, so they're gonna try their best. They're gonna go that classic Taijun and Zhao Jing, and feel like Impunity, yeah, they can do it. They can do a good job with those characters. Maybe they want to use Lady Shun this time. Maybe Hwanjong may be out on the table this time as well. Yes, Hwanjong and Luban with the tankiness of Xiaoho, it's already looking really good for KG. So definitely they want to counter this combo. Byron, good choice. for the top lane, but I feel like Libu might be a better choice. You know, maybe they got that Huanzhong, but they're gonna stick with Byron. Byron is gonna be a top lane contestant against whoever is gonna take him. Maybe that Xiaohu is gonna go jungle, but we never know. Definitely Impunity gonna ban out Jing. Seems like they want to deny those assassins this game. And Jing is one of those dangerous assassins that you do not want to face. Garo's being taken out of the picture right now. So KG over here, are feeling really good about this one. Having Liban protecting Huanzhong. And Yixing getting taken out of the picture. Seems like these utility mages are really, really popular in this season. Like Yixing getting taken out, Zhao Jing is another one of those utility mage. Definitely, but I haven't seen a lot of, Mai Shinui yet, so definitely this season, since with the different patch and the meta changes of the mid lane, we're gonna see more utility mages because the mid lane is gonna be a lot bigger and the battles there is gonna last a lot longer. So having that Huanzhong definitely is gonna be an advantage for KG. But let's see what Impunity is gonna reply to this. KAW is up for takes. KAW is gonna be paired up with Tai Zhen on the bottom lane. Maybe they're gonna switch it for Mengya. An AoE damage marksman, and he's gonna switch it back. He gotta make up his mind. But no matter what kind of marksman Flower chooses, he always have that Megumi to protect you. And using that Tai's ultimate, that's an extra life. And wow, Yukio might be chosen here for KG. And that's a lot of early game damage coming out of KG. And Haya might be on the tables too. And they're gonna lock it in. Yukio jungler, Haya mid lane. That's gonna be a lot of protection on Huanzhong. You have Haya taking out the threats. You have a one frontliner, and you have Luban with the extra movements for Huanzhong. Interesting pick here. With the reply, Impunity actually are deciding maybe they want to go with Baichi or this Agudo. So maybe they want to have more pushing power, and definitely they want to go with the Agudo. Agudo is going to use that ability, and that is going to have a lot of AoE sustainability for Impunity. And we can see Impunity still have that pushing power, as we say, but the guarding power of KG's also is really good. But we have to realize here that Huanzhong can only guard one tower at a time. So it's really hard for KG if they want to save some towers. Impunity probably is going to do the same strategy, if they can't have a successful laning phase, they're going to switch to just, taking out the towers one by one, eventually locking up those resources from KG. So let's see what's going to happen. Unless KG here, they're being super aggressive and fight back, going into the jungles in the beginning of the game and get the ball rolling. So definitely KG, if they can snowball this game, definitely KG gonna have the upper advantage, but they have to watch it because, once every second, Impunity is gonna get stronger by the minute. They're gonna have that pushing power. They already got one win, so KG might not want to risk that. So there's a lot of, risk in this game for KG to be aggressive in the beginning of the game. So another late game composition here for KG. And on the other hand, Impunity, I feel like, they can end the game pretty well mid-game if they wanted to. So game's gonna start. KG on the left on the blue versus Impunity on the right on the red. And let's see if their shooter is actually gonna go mid lane. Maybe they're gonna clear up some minions, but no, they just want to check out the mid lane, check out the situation. And KAW is gonna face 2 members of KG at the bottom lane. KAW got a good range, I'm telling you. Like, I feel like, you know, he's not afraid of Hwanjun. Hwanjun is like, you know, like overall great marksman, good tankiness, but you know, KAW, he's not afraid of you. Like, she's just gonna drive around in that motorcycle, just firing away those attacks. His range is gonna be his best advantage for Flower. So I feel like Flower, you know, he can face off 2 enemies by himself all alone at the bottom and wait for Agudor and the rest of the team to become strong enough so he can push forward. So definitely stay alive for Flower. And Yuki over here still farming it up. But Agudor so fast, and those farmings already, they're stepping into KG's territory. And Yukio is not even level 4 yet. So Agudor definitely had the better farming pace here. And Agudor is going to use that ability and maybe pushing forward on the mid lane as well. And here on the bottom lane, 2v2, dynamic duo, Megumi Flower, try to cause some trouble. And look at here, everybody gathering in the front and try to invade into those jungles early game. And this is Impunity, this is really good. Like, Impunity cleared the lane, and as soon as they clear up the lane, they are gonna assist the mid and find an opportunity. Always trying to find new opportunities. Impunity, that's what I like. Here's the jump. The chain is gonna get broken. Hwanjun is gonna be in trouble. And he's gonna get taken out. And that chain tethering was broken up, so Hwanjun didn't have the chance to bounce back. Wow, that, I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe there was a miscommunication. I'm not sure, you know, maybe Shumitsu was a little bit too far, so Hwanjun didn't have the ability to pull back from that position. That gives Impunity a little bit of advantage ahead. And wow, Impunity gonna invade into that tower, try to go for a tower dive, but Hwanjun is gonna sit down with the ultimate, blasting out those cannons one by one. He's gonna stay alive, but Agudor over here already have the go advantage ahead of Yukio. So Yukio Tachibana, he has to play it more safely now. He's not ahead anymore. So definitely Yukio, I thought he would be really aggressive in the early game. Obviously, you know, Agudor kind of stopped that. Here's that Luban, but when that jump, when he jumped in the air, I feel like, you know, the reaction from Hwanjun wasn't fast enough, or like he was stunned, but he didn't really click on that tethering, so he didn't really get out in time. And by the time, you know, Luban was out of range, he could never come back. The chain was broken. So he was a sitting duck at the moment, and he went down just like that. And Impunity pressuring that, using the ultimate. KAW is gonna use the AoE, take down Hwanjun again. And this time, Flower is really, really, really good now, you know, getting the 2 kills back from last game. And with that advantage, Tyrant is gonna go into the hands of Impunity X Hero. In the grass, KG trying to make a move. And X Hero goes the other way. X Hero still alive over here. He might get a kill. He's gonna use that second ability to escape. Oh my god, first ability to recover HP and still alive. Blocking that first ability stun. Using the ultimate, but he still gets taken down by KG. But still, that was an awesome movement by X Hero. Wow, he survived more than 10 seconds there. I thought he was going down for sure, but 2 versus 1, X Hero still managed to survive that long. He was doing a really good job at dodging those attacks. Definitely Impunity over here got the upper edge and go count, and that go is just gonna go up for Impunity through the minutes there. The clock is ticking for KG. Their bottom tower is already gone, so that means their red jungle is gonna be open up to a lot of danger, a lot of threats. And I feel like that Haya and that, you know, Luban is not doing much so far, you know, like they're not taking out the threats as I thought. So definitely we're gonna see the same pattern coming in from Impunity. It might be a repeated pattern from last game right here. Agudor checking out the jungle camps, and that top tower is gonna get going down again. How long is KG's gonna defend the tower? They're kind of on the reactive side right now. They're not taking the initiative. They're not taking the proactive route, but they're letting Impunity to run the game. And the torrent is just falling constantly for KG. KG is feeling a lot of pressure. Look at Flower just dancing around the battlefield. Haya taking down one of the members. And wow, he's gonna go down, but he has the ultimate. And he's gonna flash out. Both members are okay, but Megumi doesn't have his ultimate this round, so they might want to back off on those team fights. But Impunity is aggressive as they are. They really want this tower before they go home. You know, Megumi goes back, they get this tower, they back up a little bit and regroup, and this is what exactly Impunity are really good at. They're really good at this operation, you know, having, you know, small skirmishes to take objectives, to take towers, so they can get more resource. Using that resource, they can come back and do the same thing over and over. Right here, the flash coming off Shumishu, but Zhao Jin is gonna mirror that flash, and he's gonna escape. Here's Byron taking down Xiahou Dun one at a time. Xiahou Dun's gonna fall back. He does not want to do anything too reckless, but he got to fall back with multiple members of Impunity on that bottom lane, taking that bottom tower as we speak. Bottom tower goes down, only mid tower is left, but they still want to fight. Here's Haya taking in one of the members. Xiahou goes down, Yukio take down Flower, but he's gonna trade in. X-Hero getting those attacks. X-Hero doing a lot of job. 3 members goes down, 3-for-1 trade. Impunity is so happy with that trade because 3 members down. That means they have another opportunity to take down one of the towers. Look at those minions. Look at those monsters from Agudor. Agudor
has destroyed a
you know, he take those jungle's monster and put it at, like, turn it into his allies. So, you know, the jungle boy is using that ability to summon more monster for Impunity. And wow, already inner tower goes down. And it's not even 10 minutes, guys. Like, the tower already goes down for KG. This is trouble for KG. KG doesn't have that map control that they wanted to. And it's better for them to go for the safe composition, but this composition, you have to be really aggressive. You know, Yukio as a jungler. But like, this is not the case. Yukio is not really aggressive in this match. I feel like he's playing the more defensive route. Definitely, Impunity is gonna come in and eat you up. And look at this X-Hero coming in with the first ability. X-Hero still in the vicinity of the Huan Jun's range of attack, but he's gonna back out. And they just want to take those resources one by one. And I like this Agudor hero because he's gonna summon a lot of monsters. And also he's really tankiness. And having that ultimate, he's gonna separate his body from the monster that he's riding right now, like a big bear or a big panda, whatever that thing is. And he's gonna stay alive, having, you know, 2 independent HP resources. Definitely it's gonna be hard to take down that Agudor, and with Megumi's help, that's gonna be double life for all of the members on Impunity side. So definitely Impunity is gonna push forward and already getting those vanguards. And once that 10 minutes mark hit, those Shadow Vanguards and Overlords gonna come out. And definitely Impunity is gonna take that buff, take those resources, and they're gonna end the game. I feel like they're gonna end the game pretty soon. Look at that flash coming from X-Hero, dodging multiple members of KG's attack and fight back. Flash coming out of Xiaohoudun. Xiaohoudun gets taken out. This could be over. Here's the big bear. Bounce. Hwanjun has to stay back. The only way for them to defend is having Hwanjun using the ultimate. So definitely it's gonna be a little bit challenging. Impunity pushing on that, but Impunity doesn't care. They got the go advantage, almost 10k in advantage. They're gonna push forward. They don't care about Hwanjun. They're gonna use that Agudor and use the minions, the monsters. All towers gone. X-Zero got that Pierce guy. Shoot Mitsu, try to drag in multiple member. Hwanjun is in trouble and he is in the back row, facing an amount of damage. Xiaohoudun gets taken out already. And here is going to be a slow death. Minions are already inside the base. Super minions are coming in. 4 people, 5 people, 5v4, 4v4. But the amount of minions is too many. Eventually, the crystal is going to fall. And Impunity is going to take the win. Once again, here you have it. Impunity is going to be your winner. Congratulations, Impunity. Wow, that game actually is faster than the first game. I feel like the first game, you know, I feel like Impunity kind of didn't know what they want to do, you know, in the first game. So they really want to test KG at first. Then later on, you know, Impunity, I feel like they know what KG's strategy though. Then in the second round, they read KG like an open book. And they just like kind of push all the way through, like, you know, they're taking the resource. And the first strategy from the first match actually worked out pretty well. And KG didn't know what to do in the second match. Feel like their Hwanjun and Luban combo wasn't really effective as I expect them to be. So yeah, and the Haya, I feel like, you know, it could have been more useful, but one of the battles, I feel like Haya, you know, dragged the wrong person into the Mirage. You know, he actually dragged Tai Jenner into the Mirage. And once he come out, you know, he has to push his flash out because Tai still have that revive, you know, the extra life. So dragging that Tai wasn't a smart choice. I feel like he can take down one of the members, but he has no choice. You know, he has to take down one member or else he's going to waste that ultimate or even worse, he's just going to die in the situation. So definitely Impunity is doing really well this time. Look at that X-Hero. And look at that X-Hero doing a lot of job, a lot of good work in the top, you know, against 2 people. Against 2 person, against Yukio and against Xiaohoudun. That was a great 1v2 matchup, even though he got taken down. But I do love to see a great fight. Those, you know, side steps are really, really fun to watch. X-Hero definitely surprises me a lot this game. And look at here. They have no towers. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 across the board. But look at Impunity. 9 towers. And they all got the dragon. They got the, you know, the overlord. They got the tyrant. Obviously, the game ended around 10 minutes. And here's you're going to be an MVP. Nymphen again for this match. And wow, this player, you know, he's really decisive. He knows what to do. Like, he wants to rush the jungles and he can get out in time. And he's also there for his allies. You know, he can rotate, and this Agudor just, you know, putting a lot of support to all lanes, using that AoE effect. Also, he can do like a no-man push. He can use his minions, and even though you have no minions, you can use that Agudor's minions, the monsters that you recruit over from the base, from the jungle camps, and you can use that to push the towers. Definitely the pushing powers is a lot stronger on Impunity's side. And wow, Impunity just wiped the floor with KG, and KG didn't know what hit him, you know. Definitely can see from the replays over here, Xiaohoudun was just getting caught constantly, and there's no one there to save Xiaohoudun. Like their mage, you know, Haya is only able to take down one member at a time. So definitely a lot of pressure this match for KG, and eventually Impunity just took over. What a fabulous battle between KG and Impunity. So Impunity definitely have the upper hand here, as they are the second runner-up in the first season. So they are a force to be reckoned with. KG on the other hand, they've done pretty well. They have some ups and downs, but definitely against Impunity, it's going to be a really difficult challenge for them. All right, Impunity got another 2-0. We still haven't seen a tie game yet so far. It's all 2-0s. You can see clearly which is the stronger team, but I can't say that for sure. It might be their first game, of the season. So it's only early of the season. Right now, it's still early to say that these teams, who is stronger. But eventually, due the seasons, we can see that which team is able to improve and maybe fight back and got much stronger. As we know that last season, some teams were doing really bad in the beginning, but eventually they bounced back. They were able to make it into the playoffs. So never underestimate those teams. And we still have one more matchup for you guys today. It's gonna be match 3, Scars against RTZ. And yeah, I'm really excited to see this one as well. So we're gonna take a small break. So don't you guys go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our last match of the KAW Day 3 Season 2 tournament. And we got Scars versus RTZ. And I remember Scars, they won a game already, Actually, yes, they did. They went against KG, so they already got some points. But RTZ over here, they still have 0 points. So that means they need to get some points. It's going to be a lot of pressure for RTZ and the same for Scars. But I remember RTZ is the best runner-up in this regular stage back in Season 1. The regular stage champions belong to them. But eventually the champions obviously went to Nova. But in the regular stage, RTZ was just dominating. They were just tearing down every single team in the beginning of the regular stage in Season 1. So I have a lot of expectation for them to do the same thing in the Season 2 tournament. So wow, a lot is in store for RTZ, and I really want to see them going to the top. Obviously last season they didn't really do as well as they are, but right now it's a new season, but they lost on the first round. But don't you worry, they still have a chance to fight back. I feel like it's gonna be a toe-to-toe battle. Scars, on the other hand, they came back so much stronger. They improved a lot. I can see that from the performances from last game against KG. They still have a lot of different compositions that I haven't seen before. So their strategic is obviously a lot better, and the potential for them to be a higher runner-up in this season, I feel like they have a great chance to be in the Group A, Group 8 for this season. So definitely, you do not want to go to Group B. You're gonna have less chance of winning that playoff if you're in Group B, since we're doing double eliminations into the playoffs. So definitely you want to keep your members, keep your team in Group A. So Group A, there's gonna be a lot of fierce competition, and our match 3 is gonna be underway. Scars versus RTZ, and I'm just really surprised to see if RTZ can contest the Scars, because Scars, they got some new members too. Maybe their synergy is gonna be a little bit better than KG from last time, but RTZ synergy is top notch, and they only lose to the top teams. Obviously RTZ, they lost to RCG. RCG on the other hand also is good, but RCG lost to Nova. So definitely Nova is gonna be on top right now. So that's the question, is if Scars can contest RTZ in this match 3. And seems like they've both been doing a lot of homeworks. Scars, they fought RTZ in the past, but RTZ, I feel like most of the time they beat Scars in Season 1. So I'm not sure, Scars, if they can, come back and defeat RTZ again, because RTZ always comes out on top against Scars. So definitely it's gonna be another challenge to Scars. But this is the new season, new meta. So new metas, new patch. So Scars gonna adapt differently to this. We'll see in this competition. Obviously RTZ is no pushover. They are still top notch in those synergies, operation combos. They have the Dachao Fuzu combo. They have a lot of combos actually. They are known for their operations. So they have also Nuwa as a mid lane. They have all sorts of compositions that the other teams don't have. So I really want to see what kind of interesting composition they might pull out against Scars. Scars, on the other hand, they came a long way, and they are a runner-up, definitely a good runner-up from last season, Season 1. But compared with RTZ, I feel like still RTZ has the step advantage ahead. Without further ado, we're gonna step into our BP phase. Scars on the left, RTZ on the right. Seems like this is gonna be a really intense battle. I can feel it in the BP phase already. Kai getting banned out. Seems like a lot of meta hero is still available for picks, but we're gonna see those ban spots getting filled up, and those meta heroes is gonna be going away one by one. Already, Zhao Huaijin is getting taken out, so we are not gonna see that beautiful hero be playing in today's match for this one. Seems like they want to ban out some of the tankier supports, for Scars, denying those combo CC's heroes like Zhang Fei. And Zhang Fei is one of those top heroes that can protect your whole team. So obviously taking that out for Scars, and they're gonna reply with the Zhao Jun, a really proper stable pick, as a really safe pick. Zhao Jun is one of the mid lane priority heroes that can clear up the waves pretty easily, I would say. And also, in the chaotic battles of those huge fights, he can actually, she can actually, create a lot of zoning using that AoE ultimate, granting that second ability freeze, which is really long. Like, I feel like almost 2 seconds. So definitely whoever gets frozen in those fights, is going down for sure. And Scars over here gonna pull out the Jing and Luban. So wow, really aggressiveness coming out from Scars over here. RTZ still got that Tai General and that Xiahou Dun. So really safe choices for RTZ. Scars over here try to be a little bit more aggressive with the Assassin Jungler, pairing up with that Luban. So maybe Huan Jun is gonna get picked up. Gun Shunli is gonna get picked up by RTZ here. Really solid composition already for RTZ. Maybe Scars might want to go with that Luban Huan Jun combo, or that Luban and Luban number 7 combo. Might be an interesting choice for them if they want to go old school style. But RTZ over here, they're gonna pick that Gun Shunli. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Try to end this game early. I feel like RTZ, that's what they're gonna do. And banning out that Luban number 7 might be a good choice, because Luban with Luban number 7 could be a devastating combo that RTZ that they do not want to face. So whoever that Luban number 7 gets paired up with that Luban is going to be really hard to defeat. RTZ still have some ban position left. The final one, who are they going to give it to? Maybe Huan Jun, as Huan Jun is also another good pair with Luban. And I like RTZ's, strategy here, actually taking out Luban number 7 and taking away Autumn's, Gun Shunli, yet to say, and also taking out that Garo. So definitely gonna leave space for Scars to pick up that Huan Jun that I was mentioning earlier. But before picking, they have to ban one hero, and that's gonna be Mayene. Mayene is gonna be banned out. So maybe Guang Yu is a good pick, since Mayene get banned out. So there's no one to stop Guang Yu in that case. But here, Charlotte, they got the top pick for RTZ, so they need to have someone that can fight against Charlotte on the top lane. Still waiting for RTZ to lock that down. They're still thinking. Charlotte, I would say, is an overall great choice. Like Assassin, some tankiness in that hero. The damage reduction is there. Really stylish top laner for RTZ. And also over here, Scars gonna choose Autumn, a great pick. It's gonna be a really good pair also with Luban. Definitely that Limpua, that tankiness. They needed that. They needed someone to tank the damage, and Xiahou Dun was gone. Zhao Huaizhen was gone, so definitely Limpua is another great choice for the top laner. And right here, RTZ, maybe going for that Injun. That long reach gonna help RTZ secure some, objective, but they switch it to Shangguan in the last second. And I feel like Shangguan's new meta, is the tankier mage in this patch, because they lowered some damage. They lowered the damage of Shangguan, you know, in the beginning of the match, but her late game scaling is gonna be a little bit better. So, you know, in the beginning of the match, Wang Er may be a little bit weak, but that weakness is gonna be much stronger in the later games. So definitely, maybe he's playing a different style. Shangguan, maybe he's going really tanky items, but he's carrying that flash right now, so maybe he's playing it more conservatively. Maybe he's playing it more, you know, more diverse. Like yes, now he's switching it to the Frenzy. Nice. So the Frenzy Shangguan is definitely gonna be really dangerous. He's super tanky, and also he has so much damage, and he's hard to take down. So definitely Shangguan is gonna go after that Autumn and going after that ASD. You know, RTZ is going the new school way, you know, having that Wang Er, having that mid, and I'm really excited to see Shangguan doing his damage in this match. He's going really aggressive, so definitely the aggressiveness is gonna be on RTZ side. And facing Scars, they have a more, you know, stable and more, you know, old-fashioned composition. But the new school competition over here is going to be on RTZ side. RTZ is adapting to this patch, and that's what I like to see, you know, adapting to different kind of situations. And yeah, special measures calls for special attentions, and that's what RTZ is going to do. RTZ versus Scars. Scars on your left on the blue versus RTZ on the right on the red. And yeah, everybody's gonna look at that Wang Er, and you better check him out, because Ben, their mid laner's gonna have so much damage with that Frenzy, and he's gonna activate it when he flies in the air. And he's you know, he might be losing a little bit of priority on those lanes, but don't worry, later on in the game he's gonna be back. And I really like what RTZ is doing here, you know, having that Charlotte going that intimidation as his summoner's ability is going to be a little bit more tankier for Charlotte to be on the front lines, because they have damage coming in from Wang Er and Gunshan Li. So Shangguan's going to be the damage output, and obviously Gunshan Li is going to be the damage output this game. So, you know, He and Shun, they're going to be the tankiness for the front lines this game. And Tai is going to be there for everyone to provide an extra life. So definitely Scars, better watch it for that Shangguan, as she's going to be jumping all over the place with those calligraphies in the air and going to the back rows, dealing crazy amount of damage if he get out of control. Seems like 2v2 on top. Better watch it. Level 4 already for Shangguan. Shangguan watching his position, going in with the calligraphy. First, the second ability, jump in the air, but he disappears. Autumn, using that smoke screen, he's able to conceal himself in the shadows so nobody sees him, and his ability doesn't affect him at all. What a smart move by Autumn. Definitely that second ability, smoke screen, definitely cannot. And here, one of the members getting caught, and that is gonna be devastating for He, getting caught in the process of that assassin mirror blade. Wow, he got taken out right away by multiple members of Scars here. And RTZ, you know, being aggressive as they are, they might wanna, you know, rethink their strategy. You know, this aggressiveness is not working out so far against Scars. Scars is actually, you know, countering it pretty well. And I'm just looking for that Autumn, you know, that core player that Scars is having, that damage output. And yeah, I feel like, you know, Autumn can dodge a lot of the abilities using that smoke screen, that second ability. And yeah, with Luban there, he can just like drag back into the smoke screen. And you can see here, RTC He getting caught in the process, trying to go for that monster in the jungles, but a little bit greedy here. And the rotations are coming in fast on Scars. Autumn putting heavy pressure on Sun from RTZ. RTZ still want to make some ganks happening. Look at that. Shangguan hiding in the grass. They're making a move here. 3-man bottom. Try to make something happen. I'm probably thinking like, you know, Scar's already noticed. Like, someone is missing from mid. And look at that. Shangguan trying to find his position. But Autumn still have that tethering system. Also still have the second ability ready for Shangguan if he do flies in. Here's the teleport flower coming in from Jing. Jing's gonna after the ultimate. Everybody's gonna be inside. Wang are getting taken out of the picture. And just like that, already 3 kills for Scars on the map. And look at that, Jing doing a lot of damage to the Tyrant. 4 minutes in, Tyrant goes to Scars. Scars is doing really, really good. Autumn getting that tower. And wow, already getting that 1 tower, 3 kills. Looking good for Scars. RTZ. I don't know what happened to them. You know, their coordination might be a little bit off. But seems like Scars over here, you know, is coming back a lot stronger. But I feel like, you know, the longer the game takes, RTZ is going to have the advantage later on. Because, you know, they're better at operating the game. The operation of the game, definitely I would give it to RTZ in that category. But that Autumn, you know, you got to watch out for that player. Autumn is one of the top players from season 1, you know, the MVP runner-up on the chart. And look at that, he knows how to calculate those attacks really carefully. He knows when to engage and disengage, and that is a crucial skill that every marksman needs in this game. And River try to harass the top. Look at here, Shangguan try to go in but disengage. He doesn't have that flash. If he do have that flash, he might would have taken down AST. AST managed to escape. Here's another skirmish pair. Gunshan Lee getting the kill. Double kill. You better watch that for that Gunshan Lee. That frenzy attack is gonna be devastating. And wow, the ball is back on RTZ's court. Here's that 1v1. Charlotte activating intimidation, lowering the damage of Scars. Jing, Xiao Lin try to do some damage, but it's gonna be another kill by RTZ. And we have the balanced kills already. Everything is equalizing. But here, Charlotte went a little bit too deep, you know, try to get that red for their team, but he goes down. Definitely, you gotta run. If you're going too deep into your opponent's jungle, you gotta realize that you're closer to your opponent's base. So that means like, once they revive, they're gonna travel a lot less time to reach their jungle. So you have to back off and not to be greedy. Alright, Scars. Try to make something happen. Almost getting that ultimate in, but that wasn't enough. Scars still back on the defense. I feel like RTZ is going on the offense more now. They are defending long enough. Now they're being more offensive now, which I do like. But Shangguan still doesn't have that damage yet. So I don't think that mid lane can't kill anybody like solo. But group fights, I feel like it can happen right here. It is the initiation from Tai Jiren. But the smoke screen coming out from Autumn is gonna block their visions for a bit. You gotta play more smart here. Here's that 1v1 showdown. 1v1. Charlotte versus Jing. He's gonna wait for the intimidation to be over. Then he's gonna go for the engage. And wow! And Jing comes up on top. Yeah, it's really smart for Jing. He waited for his summoner's ability to be over, then started engaging. But by that time, you know, Shun, your top laner Charlotte, HP was so low that he couldn't contest with the damage from the assassin. Definitely, I feel like, you know, Shangguan doesn't have the damage yet, so either they get the ball rolling for Sangguan, or I don't think that Sangguan is going to do a lot of damage in those games, and it's going to be useless towards the late game if he doesn't deal that damage. And if he doesn't kill anybody, it's going to be, you know, trouble for RTZ. RTZ. Try to be more aggressive as they are. I feel like, you know, their mid game is going to be a lot stronger than Scars. Once that Gunshan Lee popping in, Gunshan Lee have the red buff, and he's gonna go in. Look at that damage coming out. This might be trouble for Scars. 2 members of Scars goes down, and look at that CC control from Xiaoho. And definitely RTZ want to be more aggressive as the mid game arrives. Oh, look at that! Goes in. There we go. Gunshan Lee just disregarding all the towers and just go in with the kill. And unstoppable. Wow, Sun is doing a lot of work, putting in the works for RTZ, taking down like multiple members, and he is still surviving. And he almost got taken down, but you know, not quite. Definitely, Red Team is dominating at the moment. They got the middle turret, which is a really crucial turret, by the way. If that tower goes down, that's gonna leave their jungles way open for some jungle invasions. Wow, Scars is in trouble right here. They gotta find a way how to stop this Gunshan Lee, but there's too many obstacles. They got Tai Jun's extra life. They got, you know, Xiahou Dun's to defend, so you gotta go across, go through all those heroes just to get to Gunshan Lee. So and in the meantime, you know, it's gonna buy some time for RTZ's Bin. You know, Sangguan's gonna get stronger at the moment. Once Sangguan and Gunshan Lee gets so strong in the late games, your backline is gonna be gone in an instant. So definitely it's gonna be another slow death for Scars, and RTZ, their operation is going to be a lot better here. Scars try to defend themselves. Here's Gunshan Lee. Gunshan Lee, the 3-man squad. They can do a lot of damage. Here's Nempo, try to go in, check the grass. But all he sees is 3 members of multiple members of RTZ. Here's Shaolin trying to do some damage, dancing in and out, but the damage is not going to be enough. Their junglers get taken out for Scars, and this might be the cue for RTZ to move forward. They still have 1 dragon. Can they make it happen? Multiple dragons coming in from mid lane, bottom lane, and with that, their jungler is down, so this is a really good chance for RTZ to push those towers without Jing in the way. And look at here, Charlotte doing some distraction. Wow, the rest of the members on the bottom lane taking that inner tower of the Scars. Scars inner tower goes down, and RTZ is another step closer to winning this game. And wow, mid game, definitely RTZ is flexing all their muscles right now. Getting the torrent, getting the tyrant, and eventually I feel like they're gonna get that overlord as well in that process, and they are hungry for the blood of Scars. And wow, this is massive, and if this keep on going, I feel like, you know, Scars eventually they're gonna get pushed back into the base. They can't come out of the base right now because they have no resource and no money in the bank. Definitely the money is gonna be more advantageous for RTZ here. You know, they got that 5k lead, and eventually throughout the game they're gonna get that more significant lead, and they're gonna abuse that combo throughout the game, and using that same strategy, taking that top tower. And there's the big fight happening. Warren goes up in the air, does some damage. Here's some Nimble with the knockup. Knockup is not gonna be enough. Here's come ultimate come from Autumn. Autumn is not gonna have that damage enough to take down any of the members of RTZ. RTZ still using that momentum to push through. Gunshan Lee is a little bit low on health, but still with the help of Tai Jin, he's still pushing forward, using that vampire ability to gain some health back, getting that bread in the process, And back to battle. Here we go. Here's Charlotte going in with the first ability, Intimidation. And everybody is going to have their damage on Charlotte. Charlotte's still surviving that AoE effect coming from Zhao Jing. But the revive is coming in, extra life. But here is a mistake that Tai Jin made, using the ultimate on himself. But the rest of the members is going to be left unchecked. And triple kill is going to be coming up on Autumn. Wow. If Tai Jin kind of saved the ultimate for, you know, for their team members, I feel like, you know, they could have survived that. But Tai Jin was a little bit too far away from the rest of the members of RTZ. So definitely Autumn caught the opportunity to make that triple kill happen. Let's see the replay again. A little bit rush on Charlotte's part. Charlotte goes in. Look at that. Crucial Lee goes in as well. But Tai jumping a little bit too deep, using the ultimate a little bit too early. Trying to save Charlotte's life. But the rest of the members are left behind. And they're just going to fall down one by one. Definitely RTZ is a little bit aggressive here. But if it was successful, they would have ended the game right there. Obviously, this is a great chance for Scars to go to fight back. And here, RTZ is not letting it quick. And wow, Autumn is unstoppable right now. Definitely, they are on the run. And the ball is bounced back on Scars' side. Look at that, Scars. Shangguan try to go back, checking the grass. First ability, jump over. Right now, he's hiding in the grass. He's nowhere to go, and he is gonna fall just like that. Definitely, Scars have another good chance. Have a chance of winning this, actually. Have a good chance. They got the Overlord buff. Now they're fighting back. This is what I like to see here, you know. A failed attempt for RTZ. Not to be so rushed. Don't rush the game. And look at here, Autumn got the damage online. But they have to watch this. They're facing 4 members, and 1 member is almost coming back, so they need to find a way to take down those turrets slowly. And maybe they learn from RTZ not to be so rushed, you know, take down 1 tower at a time. Here's the ambush coming from Gushun Lee. Gushun Lee with the Tai Jin's help. Tai Jin still had the ultimate. Activating that ultimate, he's not going to go down. Then Poor, using that knockup, he's going to retreat for a little bit. He's managed to survive. Here comes Jin with the Mirror Play ultimate, and Xiaozen getting caught in the process. It's going to go down. 1 member goes down for RTZ. This is going to be trouble for RTZ. The rest of the members, Scars goes in. The tower goes down for RTZ. This might be it. Blue team legendary. Autumn still have that reincarnation armor. He's still alive. We still have 1 dragon in the base. Big dragon goes down. Small dragon still there. They're gonna click the base. Can they finish it? And yes, they will. Congratulations, Scars. Wow, what a fantastic comeback from Scars. At the beginning, I thought RTZ had it for sure. But wow, Charlotte and Tai Jin were just being so aggressive, and obviously, you know, being that aggressive, too aggressive of it is not that good. Scars actually came back. What a fantastic comeback by Scars. Wow, I didn't expect Scars had it in them, but Autumn with that triple kill just turned the whole game around. And yeah, Autumn just dominated the whole game. And even though there was a little bit of setback in the beginning for Scars, but eventually, you know, Autumn, that player was there to save the day. And congratulations to Scars. Wow, making a comeback, that was awesome. And yeah, RTZ almost had it, you know. We might see a tie here. Both teams are doing really, really good. RTZ is doing really good at the beginning. Eventually, they snowball, but the snowballing was rolling well, but they kind of rush in the end. You know, they jump in a little bit too quick. And they still have 1 more tower left. I remember, like, they only took down 2 inner turrets of the Scars base, but 1 turret was still left standing, and that was the mid turret, the most important turret. So without that being taken down, they just went in. They thought they can end the game right there and then, but they were dead wrong. multiple members of Scars revive back really fast, and you know, every second counts. Definitely, Scars was able to save the base and eventually turn the tables around. Congratulations, Scars, for doing that. And wow, what an upset by Scars. The clutch kills, the everything. Autumn was doing such a fantastic job. Wow, big respect to Autumn. Look at that 916 KDA by Autumn. And that damage dealt 45 whopping percent. That is unprecedented. That was awesome. Autumn, he did not let the team down. He kept everything that he was supposed to do, and he did it with confidence, forcing RTZ to go back and getting the Overlord and eventually turning the table around, turning the tide, as you might say. So definitely Scars gonna be your winner, and your MVP is gonna be Autumn. And wow, another MVP by Autumn, and maybe he's the top MVP right now on the charts, but we might never know because the season is still going. We are still in the third day of our season, regular season of the KAW Season 2 tournaments. So Autumn, congratulations for him for taking the win and winning it for his team. And you can see from the replay, like at the beginning, RTZ, you know, there's no ups and downs. They were doing really good. And this is the part where they rush in. You can see right here, like everybody rush in, and the minions are behind you. Like, why did you rush in? Like, you rush in too fast. So wait for the minions. Rushing in is not a good choice. So definitely, you know, RTZ might want to, you know, go back to that locker room and talk it over with their coach. And Shangguan try to go back to base. Boom, I found you in the grass, so bye-bye. And it's gonna be that kill for Autumn. And right here, here's an ambush. Good ambush by Gunshan Lee. But wow, you gonna ambush in the AoEs of Zhao Jing? ASD gonna tell you, I don't think so. Definitely those AoEs by Zhao Jing is gonna definitely push Gunshan Lee back. And with that, they're gonna snowball that game back into RTZ's base. So wow, congratulations to Scar for making that comeback. What I just witnessed here was a great comeback by Scars. I did not expect to see that. RTZ, on the other hand, definitely they have the better operation. You know, they got all the towers, but eventually they only have one tower they didn't take out, and eventually they kind of rush a bit. You know, they rush a bit and they lost the game just like that. So definitely, what's the lessons here? So not to rush when you're ahead. You know, you already have the ability to end the game, so why rush it? You know, just be steady and kind of, you know, get those resources in time to end the game instead of risking it. You know, your minions is not even with you at that moment. Maybe they're a little bit overconfident at that time. RTZ definitely rushing a little bit this game, but don't you worry, we still have our match, another match coming up for them, round 2 or match 3. So RTZ still have a chance to making a tie. Obviously Scars, they already got that perfect, you know, 2-0 on the first day, so definitely they want to, you know, keep that pace going and wanting to, you know, win back against RTZ this time. So definitely, I feel like Scars did a great job of defending, and their core player Autumn, top notch. Gotta give a big thumbs up to him for holding it down for the entire team. RTZ, on the other hand, overall did a really good job, but you know, eventually they a little bit too rushed at the end, and yeah. Just stay calm and you can win the battle. So we're gonna jump into our round 2 of our match 3 battles. It's gonna be RTZ versus Scars. RTZ is gonna switch sides, so they're gonna be on the blue side, and Scars is gonna be on the red side. And still, I feel like Scars still have the opportunity, have the advantage here to make it a 2-0. You know, they already won the first match now they already win the first battle against RTZ. So, you know, Scars is feeling really good right now. And I feel like their core player, Autumn, is going to get targeted this game. So definitely keep your eyes on Autumn. And I feel like RTZ knows that Autumn is their #1 priority target. You know, that priority is going to be locking down on the Autumn. Definitely, you want to find all your resources to target that character, to target that player. And I feel like RTZ need to do something soon here. If not, I feel like Scars going to have that 2-0 pretty soon here. So Autumn is going to be their #1 player. RTZ got to do something about that. And definitely banning away that Gongshun Li is going to be a great start already. And Fuzi and Da Qiao Gambo being banned out already. Shoumenshi and Tai Zhen being banned out. The normal meta choices. So no surprise there. And RTZ is locking down Zhao Huaizhen right away off the bat. And Scars, let's see how they're going to reply in this second round of our match 3. And, you know, in addition, we are playing a global ban pick. So you cannot use the same heroes in the same series. So yes, so you gotta make those choices carefully. Classic combo coming out of Scars, Xiaohou and Shunbing. What a beautiful combo. Those two is gonna go hand in hand with each other. And maybe RTZ is gonna go for that Alien as a top laner. And yes, the new character, the new hero from HOK, the swordsman from the seas. And yeah, he is carrying those double swords, and he is a very, very tanky top laner. You know, once he get those items, he can be really tanky, or he can be really you know, super full of damage. He can play the assassin style, he can play the tanky style. So definitely the playing style is really diverse for this new hero. He can carry Frenzy if you want to be more aggressive, or he want to be more support wise. He can carry Flash and use that ultimate on his allies, or he can play the more aggressive style, carrying that execution, which he will go in and just do a lot of damage and getting those kills early. So definitely we're gonna see a lot of those new heroes action in this game, and a lot of the teams are picking this new hero. So yeah, a great synergy to addition to the composition they already have. Seems like Scars over here is still gonna go with a safe composition. You have Ishin, you have the CCs. They have a lot of CCs already. Scars definitely have a solid composition here. And Autumn definitely is going to be their #1 core player. And Lady Xuan is going to be out. Nice choice. But they have Shunbing, so maybe that's not going to be like a great synergy with the Lady Xuan. But the overall synergy is already better. It's already good. So, you know, Lady Xuan's probably just gonna held her own on the bottom lane against multiple members of RTZ. And RTZ here is gonna go with Injun as the mid laner for this round. Maybe they're gonna switch it out for Jin Chan, and maybe this will work better, because Jin Chan's first and second ability actually locked down, you know, any assassins try to, you know, go for the back lane. So definitely it's gonna be a great pick if Scars decide to go with assassin. Obviously they're gonna switch it out for Ganjan, so Scars still have a chance to go with the assassin hero. And yes, they are going with the assassin type Miyamoto Musashi. But I feel like if RTZ had Jin Chan, it would have been difficult for Miyamoto Musashi to come out of this pick. So definitely Scars is going with the assassin, as they do not have Jin Chan on their side. So the match is going to be underway. All the combatants are ready for this battle, and RTZ, they're going to have a lot of pressure in this match, as they already lost the first match against RCG. Now they're facing maybe, you know, the pressure of going into those promotional and relegation matches, and wow, you do not want to get demoted into Group B. You make sure you want to, keep your place at your Group A, but Group A is where all the best players are, so that's going to be a lot of pressure. And anyway, good luck to RTZ and good luck to Scars in this round of the gaming. Alright, our match is gonna get kicked off, underway. Everybody, this is your Group A battle, RTZ against Scars. Scars already got one win here in our round 1. So let's see if they can do it again in the round 2. If they can keep up with this momentum. Let's see, if Lady Shun, this Autumn player, keep doing what he's doing. Definitely he's gonna get targeted this game. I can feel it almost already. Alright, RTZ on your left on the blue versus Scars on the right on the red. And yeah, there's a lot of pressure here for Autumn this match, as this Shenbing is more of a team support. So definitely look at that Autumn going the mid lane, try to eat up that lane, getting to that almost to that level 2 almost right away, since there's 3 person there, so they're not gonna get to level 2. But I love this rotation by Scars. They're doing a new strategy, which having the mage and the support and having the marksman roaming together, eating up that lane on the bottom and also getting that EXP from the mid lane as well. So it's gonna be a lot safer, and that Shenbing's second ability is gonna help with the rotations overall. And they're gonna join forces with their jungler locking down that river sprite in the mid lane. Wow. Already Scars' strategy is working out pretty well, and Lady Swen is getting that go. Here's that 1v1. River versus Shen at the top. Seems like Shen is using that new hero and carrying that intimidation. Summoner's ability is that he's gonna be super tanky. Like, I don't think that nobody's gonna take him down early game. Look at that 2v2 in the early game, and also here ultimate from Miyamoto Musashi. But the tankiness of Alien is just too much for Miyamoto Musashi to handle. Like, the blade doesn't even go through him. RTZ using the Alien as the super tankiness of the frontliner. And also he can do some damage as well, so definitely he's a huge obstacle for Scars to bypass at the moment. But I'm just waiting for Autumn to get that damage online. And let's see that replay here. Look at here. Even the ultimate jumping in is not going to be enough. Zhao Huaijin's ability also absorb damage, and you have the tankiness of Alien too, so too much tankiness here. And just, yeah, they only have one tank here for Scars. So Scars, they need to, fight their battles more smart, Just be more careful. Thinking about those consequences when you engage with those team fights. Definitely those 2v2 will not cut it. Xiao Hodun and Miyamoto Musashi cannot fight Zhao Huaijin and Alien. So definitely they need to ask someone else. Maybe, Ganjan is going to be there for support to get the upper edge in those battles. But it's too early to say. We're only in our 3 minutes of the game here. And look at here. Coming in with a steal. And it's going to be good. Alien jump up in the sky, doing some damage, but it's not going to be enough. Activate intimidation, trying to save his life. But there's too many members of Scars there. RTZ trying to salvage the situation. It's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade. Still, Scars got the upper hand in that trade, using 1 hero for 2 heroes. Yes, and wow, even Ganjan came to the rescue. Wasn't enough. Ganjan was able to take down only 1 member of Scars, and that's all he can do for now. And still, the farming lane. What? Ganjan actually taking out the solo kill, getting the kills on River. Great job on Ganjan, those damages. are still devastating here. Autumn's getting targeted, and wow, he still managed to survive. And look at that.
Slain an enemy.
Zhao Huaizhen used everything, try to go in after that Lady Sun, but Lady Sun was just being really mobile and just got out of there in time. Here's the ultimate coming from Miyamoto Musashi, but Alien's gonna mirror that ultimate and he's gonna get away. Definitely this one, RTZ. Ganjan try to be more safe in the mid and try to protect the mid as much as possible here. RTZ still try to figure a way out. Try to take down that Autumn as soon as possible, but Autumn still hasn't died yet. And definitely you can see that on RTZ side, everybody is in the same room playing. Everybody just focused on their cell phones right now and their devices, and they are really intense. Everybody just focusing, try to make the best thing happen, you know. RTZ doing the best that they can do. Here, it's gonna be a 2v1. Obviously, Miyamoto Musashi goes down in that battle, and there's gonna be a 4-1 push. Miyamoto Musashi is gonna do the distractions, and Scars locking down that mid lane. This is huge. Scars taking out the best tower. Here, Zhao Huaizhen goes in. He needs to come out. River is in trouble, tanking the front lines. He's still surviving, and he still gets taken out. That Storm ultimate ability from KAW is sucking in River, and River wasn't able to get out in time. And with that, they're gonna invade their blue camp, and that blue is gonna go to RTZ. Definitely RTZ here got the better operation. Here, they better watch it. The tankiness from Alien goes in. Alien is in the back row, but will he make it out? And he uses second ability to bounce back out. He managed to make it out alive, and that's the power of the new hero Alien. He's able to go in and out, and he's very mobile, I would say. Like, you know, he's tankiness, mobile. He's able to go in and out of battles freely. Definitely RTZ got the resource advantage here. Definitely Scars want to play the longer match, play the late game more than RTZ. For RTZ, maybe they want to end this game quicker. Maybe they learned from their mistakes from the last match not to be so rushed. So maybe, you know, their rhythm is a little bit slowed down this game. I can feel like, you know. But RTZ still got the kills. Obviously, Miyamoto Musashi is a little bit weaker composition because he's not that tankiness. But once those tanky heroes get taken out from RTZ, it's going to be easier for Miyamoto Musashi to get those kills. But right now, at the moment, Miyamoto Musashi doesn't have the damage enough to kill Alien or Zhao Huaizhen. So definitely he's going to rely on his teammates more, and definitely he's going to target other heroes like this. But here's Zhang Fei in the background saving the marksman's life. But here's Miyamoto Musashi going down once again. Zhang Fei on the chase. Here's Zhao Huaizhen pulling Xiahou Dun back. Xiahou Dun still surviving, auto-attacking, trying to gain some life back. Here's Alien using the ultimate, and Zhao Huaizhen gotta back out, and Xiahou Dun gotta back out as well. Wow, so much damage soaking up by that Xiahou Dun. And here, RTZ just gonna push forward. Definitely RTZ is doing a really good job in those rotational and tower kills, and operation-wise, definitely RTZ. But they do not want to be rushy. You know, they just take what you can and leave the battlefield. Don't over push it. Don't overstand. Get back to farming. And you can see that Lady Sun here already has that Master Sword and Axe of Torment. Those are the core items for Lady Sun. So definitely he needs one more item, and he's going for the Infinity Blade, I would presume. And once he get that damage up, he can one-shot, you know, one-shot most heroes in this game. And 2 hits, your HP is gonna get shred to 1/4 of your health. So definitely we're gonna see Autumn, the core player, doing a lot here. John Fei using that ultimate push. Lady Sun back. Lady Sun is in the front. A little bit, too much in the front. So he's gonna get caught and he's gonna go down. I'm not sure what happened there. No, his position could have been a lot much better. And now they're just running for their life. Blue team, RTZ is fighting it back. Once Lady Shun goes down, Scars is left unguarded. They do not have the damage to fight back. And wow, we gotta see that replay there, like why Lady Shun was in the front so much. Maybe they were rushing to kill one of the members from RTZ, but John Fei was there to take out the danger. And Lady Shun just fell in the dirt. And wow. John Fei took down Lady Shun. That was an easy kill actually for RTZ. And Autumn, maybe, we should find his position more carefully next time. But this game, you can obviously see they target the farms lane a lot. You can see that only 7k go is gonna be on Lee's strength. So his go is not gonna be enough yet. Their go is pretty much equalized on the marksman, and RTZ do have that go advantage. They need it. You have the advantage map control over Scars, and RTZ right now just want to play it safe. They already have the map control, so they need to slow it down. Scars try to salvage the situation, maybe pushing it back a little bit. Try to guard their resources, but still, map control wise, they got Ganjan, they got the long reaches, they got John Fei for protection, so it's really hard to engage and disengage. If you do disengage, you're gonna face the poke damage from Ganjan. If you engage, you're gonna face the John Fei's ultimate. So, wow, how can you engage? Like, you can't engage and disengage. It's gonna be really hard for Scars. It's like they want to engage, but they can't. If they do engage, it's gonna be a risk. So, yeah, it's gonna be a risk and consequence. If they do take the risk, they're gonna be facing the consequences of getting aced, because they do not have the go advantage and they do not have the damage they needed, and they only have one frontliner versus two right here. Here's KAW's ultimate coming in. That towers is gonna get taken down any second now. That minions from the top lane is gonna be moving in, and wow, that Yi Xing is there to guard that tower. Super brave of him, but ASD better back off right now, as that tower is gonna go down.
Has destroyed a turret.
Definitely, every tower, every secondary tower goes down, you're gonna have that vision sprite, and that vision sprite is gonna help you see all of that vision in that jungle red camp and that blue camp too. So vision control definitely is gonna be an advantage that Scars is having, but those visions don't last a long time. They're not gonna last forever. So definitely, Scars gotta figure out something right away, or they're gonna have a slow death here. They're gonna get pushed in, and they have nowhere left to hide.
Red team has destroyed a turret.
All right, red team over here trying to make something happen. Yi Xing's ultimate is used up. So yeah, it could be dangerous to start the next battle here. They have John Fei checking up the grass. Try to, stay close to your allies as much as possible. John Fei's positioning is pretty good. Kind of going in and out, checking the situation. Here comes Zhao Huaizhen with the initiation. And this might be trouble for Xiaohou. Xiaohou managed to get back in time. And look at here, John Fei tanking all the damage. And here's another Yi Xing ultimate. Try to clear up the minions before RTZ pushing through, but the minions are already inside the base. This is gonna be the same situation from last time. Will Autumn make it happen again? Will Autumn make the turn of the table? Let's see. All eyes on Autumn, and there's a lot of pressure on him and this player and his team too. But he's the hope of the team. But there's a lot of threat to count out. They got Alien, they got Zhao Huaizhen, a lot of initiative heroes. And yeah, look at Miyamoto Masashi here. He's gonna come in too late. Look at Zhang Fei using the ultimate to push people back. Alien in the front. He's getting too much damage. Miyamoto Musashi tried to go for the back row, but failed to take down Sun. Zhao Huaizhen tried to go in with that damage, but also got taken out. That's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade so far, but still, the map control still belong to RTZ, and RTZ still have that chance, a bigger chance of getting that Overlord at this moment. Definitely, Miyamoto Musashi's damage is not enough to take down KAW, and they need to find another way around this, Definitely farm up more for Scars. And yeah, if that KAW don't go down, they're gonna face constant kiting damage from KAW. So definitely, Scars is in a very hard position to make any moves. Everybody surrounding this Overlord. Overlord just looking at them, walking across the river. Who is gonna contest to me? Seems like they're gonna back off a bit, peeling back, not to make anything too dangerous. Seems like Scars, just checking the bush, make sure that no one's there before engaging. And their movements are really, really carefully calculated. Seeing that moving back and forth to see if there's any danger. But here, Xiahou Dun coming a little bit too close. Here's the ultimate from Yixing. This is a good position for Scars. Scars can actually fight back here. Here's Sun, Lady Sun with the damage. It's gonna follow up. 2 members goes down already. Xinghan goes down. There's gonna be 3 members goes down. Great ultimate by Yixing. And I knew it. That positioning of Lady Shen was really, really good. And you can see that corner, in that small corner in that fight, the more narrow is that path, the better. And Scars is using this advantage to jump back. This might be it. Look at this, Alien and Zhao Huaizhen. The tankiness is not gonna be enough, and the reincarnation armor is gonna be there. They're gonna survive the fight, but the shutdown is coming in from Miyamoto Musashi. Musashi getting those double kills, almost getting those double kills, but with the reincarnation, he's gonna survive that battle as well. And RTZ is still managed to hold on. Definitely, you do not want to fight in those narrow positioning, and definitely Scars got a great position in that battle. And with the help of Yixing, he's able to get that Dark Tyrant. Wow, the ball is bounced back on Scars' side now. Scars is doing these miraculously comeback battles, and I'm really impressed. But here, RTZ wanted to take this Overlord. Let's see if Scars can make a steal, but the steal won't be happening. Here's comes Miyamoto Musashi. Try to go after the Zhang Fei. The Zhang Fei skin is too thick to cut down. They have to back up and regroup. Scars definitely do not want to rush it either. And obviously RTZ do not want to rush it, those battles once again. That was a really tough position to fight. And there's no way for RTZ to get to Lady Shen at that position. So Autumn was in a great position in that last battle near that dragon pit. So, wow. The positioning of Scars is definitely, is really impressive. Their formation is really impressive too. You have Yixing, you have Lady Shen, kind of going side to side, and having Shen Bing and Xiahou in the front to soak up damage, and having Miyamoto Musashi to zone out the enemies one by one. So definitely Miyamoto Musashi do not want to initiate first. You want to have Shen Bing and Xiahou Dun to soak up those damages, and have Yixing set up a good position for your marksman to do those damages. Then the Scars then Scars can actually win this battle if everything goes according to plan. But RTZ, still, they do not want to rush this as they have the better goal lead. But the question is, can they reach Autumn in time? You know, they gotta use the initiation on Autumn. If they able to take down, you know, Miyamoto Musashi was an easy target to take down, but Lady Shen over here has the protection of Ishin and Shen Bing, so, and also has extra life on Lady Shen already, so definitely Lady Shen is gonna be hard to take down. And the goal is already equalizing. Maybe this match definitely will go over 20 minutes. We're gonna fight for the Tempest Dragon. And wow, intense battle for RTZ versus Scars. And everybody just being so careful right now, you know. 5 seconds on the clock till 20 minutes. Tempest Dragon is gonna be spawning. And the ultimate battle is gonna be here. Let's see RTZ. They have to do something. Feel like Scars already have this Tempest Dragon in the box. Let's see. Yes, and they will. And the timing couldn't be better. Here is Zhang-Fei. Zhang-Fei is getting caught in the process. The buff is still here. And this is a great position for Autumn to do their damage. Red team double kill. Red team is doing so much damage. Autumn goes down. Autumn has the reincarnation armor. And he's gonna bounce back. Buying that destiny, he's gonna buy him some time for his teammates to do those damage. Red team is still killing the enemies, and only RTZ Hus left still standing. But he's gonna go down. Triple kill for Miyamoto Musashi, and that's gonna be an ace. What a beautiful gameplay by Scars. And Scars, there you have it. And they're gonna push using that Dragon Super Minion. Booyah! Scars winning the second round of our match 3. Wow, super surprising. Scars done a great job this season, defeating the ultimate regular stage champion from last season. It was so surprising. I didn't know that Scars had this in them. Scars definitely been practicing their stuff. You know, this time they dominated. You know, I mean, not dominated, but still, like, they know their positioning really, really well. And in the end, Scars was able to come up on top. Definitely is not what I expected, and really, really surprises me. Scars, big respect to them for taking the win. And Lady Shen, definitely one of the fantastic core player of Scars. And that was an upset. And I would say, like, you know, Scars definitely do a lot better in the second round. They would just, you know, be more chill and not rush it. And their resources, you know, were pretty even. And they did much better than the first round. But the first round, you know, they almost lost it, but they were still able to bounce back. And yeah, Scars, amazing job. And RTZ, you know, even though they always have that lead, but it was just those decisive battles, you know, they weren't in a good position. Definitely, it was hard to reach that Lady Shen. And if you take her down using all your resources to overcommit, that could mean, you know, Miyamoto Musashi be taking the kills over and over. So definitely, you either take down Lady Shen or you face the wrath of Miyamoto Musashi. So you have to choose one here, you know, you can't choose both. So definitely, Scars did a great job, and I feel like the battle was turned at the maybe like the 12-minute or 14 minutes mark, where Lady Shen and Ishin was at that red jungle camp towards the left side of the map, and that was a great position. The wall was there to protect Lady Shen. There was Shen Bing definitely soaking up the damage using the second ability. What a play by Scars. And yeah, you know, at the beginning of Miyamoto Musashi was dying everywhere, but eventually he ended up getting that triple kill and, you know, making a name for himself. Definitely, Scars definitely surprises me. And RTZ, they they did better this round. I would say not rushing, but they have to choose those battles more carefully. They can't be, fighting in those terrains where it's unadvantageous for them. So they have to have an open battlefield where they can reach Scar's members, and you can see from the economic standpoint. Obviously, RTZ is gonna have that huge, massive goal lead, and with that power and numbers, they were driving the momentum towards Scars, but Scars never quit, not a bit. RTZ here, they overcommit a lot at the end. They overchase a little bit towards that final battle, and here is gonna be your MVP. Wow, towards the end, he was able to get a triple kill out of that. Shaolin here from the Scars is going to be your MVP. Miyamoto Musashi, KDA of 5, 6, and 8, damage dealt 25.6%. And yeah, he was a crucial member of the Scars. And at the beginning, he wasn't doing really hot, but later on, he actually bounced back and able to do those damages in time. And right here, look at that. He knows that his teammate is coming, so he went all in to make sure he guaranteed that kill. But definitely over here, we can see another one. They're all trying to go after KAW. I can see that. And, Janfei was there to take out the fire. Obviously, KAW, was going down, but at the cost of Autumn. Right here, this is the turning point. This is a great battle on Scar's side. Scar just took the opportunity, just take down multiple members, double kill on that Autumn, and eventually that leads to RTZ's demise. And RTZ tried their best to save the base here. 2 warriors using that reincarnation armor to come back to life over and over. And this is the final battle. I feel like RTZ, they're all hiding in the mid bush. But I'm not sure why they were hiding there, because the Tempest Dragon was on the right side of the map and they have nobody checking the visions of the Tempest Dragon. So I'm not sure if there was a miscommunication, why Janfei wasn't there to check out the bush on the right side of the map, why wasn't someone there to check the Tempest Dragon. So definitely that was a crucial battle moment for Scars versus RTZ. RTZ, they have to be more calm. Definitely Scars took it away this time with a 2-0. And they're the same points as Nova right now. Nova already won 2 match of the game, 2-0. And Scars, already won 2 match of 2-0. So I'm looking for those teams to go towards each other and battle against each other to see who is better. Obviously, we might never know. Their skill levels might not be the same. Still, Nova, the previous defending champion, versus Scars, they definitely have improved over time. And you can see it in this match. Autumn was doing really, really well, and their positioning has definitely improved. They know how to salvage a lot of the situations, and towards the end, they kind of baited RTZ into that match, into that battle, into that Dragon Pit battle where Ishin was there to zone the battlefield into 2 parts. So none of the RTZ's member was able to reach Scars. There was a wall, and and our Scars member was able to have a great safe environment to do those damages. And also towards that last Tempest Dragon fight, and they were all there. They had no hesitation to start the Tempest Dragon. And RTZ's member, they just want to be more conservative into the patch of grass. So I'm not sure what's happening there, but we're gonna see a small interview from one of the members in these matches. Let's check it out.
在今天的比赛中，哪位选手，你的队伍中的哪位选手和你的交流最多呢？ Which player interacted with you the most during today's game?
应该是星盘
啊，是谁？
星盘，我们的辅助。
好的。 So this competitor says that their support interacted with him the most during today's game. 那么你今天如何评价一下你们的对手的表现？你觉得有没有什么地方值得你们去学习的吗？ How do you think of your opponent's performance today? Do you think that there is anything that you can learn from them?
很强哦，因为他们的心态，他们逆风还是可以打回来。
Okay, so this competitor said that he thinks that his opponent is very strong. Although during their early time, they did not do very well, but they turned the corner, turned the table, and win the game. And he thinks that this is the point that they can learn from their opponent.
Definitely. Even though losing the battle, He was being so humble that he notices also to learn something from their opponent, is that they were doing really, really well in the beginning of the game. Obviously, they fall back. They can't do much at the end. So definitely is a great opportunity to learn from your mistakes. And definitely RTZ will go back into the lab to check out this replay today and to see which detail they need to work on a bit. I feel like you can learn a lot from your opponents. And judging from this match, RTZ has a lot to learn from Scars. And Scars, they were playing defensively. In the beginning, there wasn't too much advantages. Scars were just falling behind in the beginning, but they used their resources to their advantage. They used their abilities to their advantages, using Ishin, using Shenbin, using those abilities and making really smart decisions. So definitely RTZ want to learn some of those tricks from Scars. And also RTZ, don't you worry, there's still more matches coming your way in the regular season. This is only day 3. We still have 6 more days of the regular season, round 1. So definitely they still have a chance to bounce back. And I feel like they can bounce back. They are the champions of the regular stage of the last season. So I feel like, once they kind of, get situated and talk it over with their coach, kind of look at the replays a little bit, I feel like they can actually bounce back. And yeah, just take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Like, what's wrong? What am I doing wrong in the battle? Just analyze the replays, and yeah, I feel like RTZ is gonna be much better off and have a much better mentality in the next battle. But today, Scars definitely, they surprised me a lot. And let's talk about this Autumn player. Like, he is always knowing the distance. I feel like he only made one mistake that match, but I wasn't sure it was a mistake or not. But that bottom lane where he rushed towards that KAW, and multiple members just got blocked off by Junpei's pathing with the ultimate, but eventually they still managed to make it back on top. So yeah, big respect to that Autumn player. And yeah, there's a lot of great moments to see from that replay as well. So a lot of players will be studying from this replay, and definitely do not die in the beginning if you're a marksman. And what we learn is another one is that be calm and not to be too rushed, because once you rush, you're just gonna throw the game off. Like, once you're so close to winning, you do not want to be too rushed, and you want to make sure that everything is in the bag before attempting to end the game. So definitely RTZ's round 1, they didn't have the minions inside the base when they start engaging those members of Scars, and Scars was able to bounce back with that triple kill from Autumn from the Alexio. So wow, what a fantastic turnaround in both matches, both rounds of the game. Scars turned the table around twice, and that meaning that Scars is a hard team to take down. Definitely, if you want to fight against Scars, you want to take your time and make sure you have taken down every single resource from their team before sealing the deal. So that's a lesson for every single team out there watching. I feel like they have their own strategies against Scars. So definitely they need to work on that. And Scars, I feel like they're pretty happy today. You know, they walk away with 2-0 against the previous regular stage champions. So I'm really happy for them as well. You know, they came a long way. And from today's results, also Impunity got a clean 2-0, and Nova got a 2-0. So all 2-0 today. No tie yet, but you know, those ties gonna be appearing towards the late seasons. I assume that most teams right now, they just wanna try really hard to get those points. And Nova got 6 points, Scars got 6 points, RCG and Impunity got 3 points. And here's MAH on the Group B got 3 points, PE got 3 points, BSE got 3 points. And wow, and you can see from that, from tomorrow's match, we might see those numbers start to change. And look at that, Scars Autumn is gonna be on the #1 spot for being an MVP. 3 times MVP, and that put him in the #1 chart. Autumn, followed by Sadness in the 2nd place from RCG, and followed by MAH Hua from MAH. And as you can see, the other players runner-up are these players. You know, Pegasus, Air, Nymphen, Yan, Zhihong, and Zhe and Shen from Nova Esports. They are the runner-ups of the MVP ranks. I feel like Autumn is gonna be, you know, that #1 MVP player, always like that up from last seasons, but might be too early to say. There's a lot of fantastic players up there, so there's a lot of, you know, players try to compete for that top MVP spot. So, you know, that's all for today's matchup. But next matchup incoming up for July 30th tomorrow, it's gonna be the 4 games coming up. So those 4 matches are gonna be coming up tomorrow, and I'm really excited to see those damages and see those matches coming in for tomorrow. So stay tuned for those matches, and I will still be here. And also, good luck to all of the players, and I will see you tomorrow.